Celebrate and begin.
At least co-champions of the CAA conference. And welcome to Flow Sports and the CAA conference. And this afternoon from Casey Stadium, the University at Albany Great Danes right there entering the playing field, taking on the Wildcats of New Hampshire. Hi, everybody. Roger Weiland along with Michael Johnson Jr. and MJ. Key game today for both teams in those standings in the CAA conference because it's getting late in the year.
It is getting late in the year, Raj. Both the Wildcats and the Great Danes coming off back-to-back losses. UAlbany lost back-to-back at home here, so looking to change that and right the ship today. Look at a loaded CAA conference against 16 teams. Rhode Island, Richmond unbeaten in the conference. There's UNH, New Hampshire, right? 2-2 in the conference, 4-4 overall. Great Danes come in 3-5 overall, 1-3 in the CAA conference.
For UNH, they've got a defensive end that's been around for a long time. A grad student, and Josiah Silver comes into this game with 9.5 sacks.
Josiah Silver is absolutely tremendous. The senior from Hampton, Virginia, number 8, is a relentless pass rusher. He's closing in on the program record for sacks. He is going to give both his UAlbany offensive line and quarterback Miles Burkett some fits today.
And for UAlbany, the freshman running back, Jojo Uga, has done a nice job this season running the football and will be getting some more carries.
Yeah, the freshman, we both love his style, right? It runs right at your chest, runs downhill. He's fast, he's elusive. And the freshman, safe to say, he's going to get a lot of carries here this afternoon. He's going to test that Wildcats defense, to say the least, Raj.
All right, the two teams and the captains are meeting at midfield, and this should be a good one today. And for UAlbany at 1-3, it's almost like a must-win situation here today, and to get a victory here at Casey Stadium. But UNH is going to be a tough out today. We'll see what UAlbany can do, especially with that UNH defense that is tremendous. And we mentioned Josiah Silver, but there's others. I mean, I'm looking at a guy like Ryan Toscano, and Ryan's been around for a while, too, a grad student.
He's 267 career
New
tackles,
Hampshire
too.
has won the toss, elected to defer.
So you heard the officials, the coin toss. UNH won the toss. They defer to the second half, so the Great Danes will take first crack at it here offensively. And I think one of the things you look at for UAlbany is trying to start fast here today.
Yeah.
Last week they got behind 14-0 on the road at Delaware, and almost made it all the way back, came up a little bit short.
Yeah, they've fallen behind now in back-to-back games, right? And last week on the road against Delaware, and then Elon, their last home game on the 19th, Raj. You really want to see, Coach, when talking with us this week, want to see a good, full, complete, complimentary football game. And also, it's important to start out quick, to your point, and set the tone, especially here at home with the fans behind you. You haven't won here at home since August 31st, 1-2 at home on the season. And also, red zone execution. UAlbany is struggling just over 60% overall on the season with red zone offensive efficiency. So I want to see that change today.
Head coach Ricky Santos in his 4th year with a 25-18 record, and Greg Cattuso in year number 11 for the Great Danes. And you see the ribbon on the back. This is a pink zone day, pink game day for breast cancer awareness, and a nice tribute that the players had for those in their lives affected by breast cancer or just cancer in general. Yeah, it means a lot to Greg Cattuso today, and that's the name on the back of his sweatshirt and hoodie. And we're just about set for kickoff here. You see cloudy and 52. We've had pretty much rain-free Saturdays, and some of these Saturdays have had 70, 80 degrees. So 52, no rain. And here we go in the CAA conference. Nice to have you with us on Flow Sports. And Jamal Cooney comes down with it at the 4-yard line, runs it out over the 20, 25, and to the 32-yard line. And a nice return by Cooney, and good field position for the Great Danes as Gavin Erda with the special teams tackle for the Wildcats.
How quick is Cooney, right? I mean, he's so dynamic with that first step. Good little return, sets up Burkett and company for some good field position on the opening drive.
And the good news is 65's on the field. You see Miles Burkett, but when you look at the, we'll get to the CDPHP starting lineup, but your quick keys to this game, man.
Well, you want to be able to try to create turnovers on defense with UAlbany, something they haven't been able to do this season, and also set the tone. Start fast and grab a lead early on in this game.
So 1st and 10 from the 33, and there is Faisal Aiden with the carry off the left side for a short gain. Going to be hard to run the football on this UNH defense today. The CDPHP starting lineups up front of the O-line. It will be Ozzie Hutchinson, who's missed several games this year with an injury. The grad student will be on that left tackle spot. And then Austin Mosier at left guard. Sean Duggery is the center. Will Murata at right tackle. And Nolan Latulippe is the right tackle from Canada. Good starting group, and good to have Ozzie Hutchinson back in this starting line, because he's one of the best left tackles in the CAA conference, but he's not been healthy this far this year, but out there today. Short completion to Marquise Dietz on now to bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Dietz with a nice little in route, simple concept, and I think that throw gets away from Burkett. You can see dipping. Good job by Dietz to get his hands under that football. Not a clean release from Burkett, but you notice that first run of Faisal Aiden was behind the left tackle, Ozzie Hutchinson. His technique, his pass protection, some of the best, up there with the best at the CAA conference. 2
receivers to the left, 2 near side right, and rolling to his left is Burkett, and throws it. That's Dietz again into UNH territory at the 47. Nice rollout and pass completion, and Brendan Ty, the free safety, makes the stop.
Boy, did Miles Burkett take a shot on this one, Raj. I mean, Zidane Williams, the safety, comes in, hits him right in the chest. Good completion to Dietz on the run. Good rollout.
1st and 10 to the UNH 47. First drive of the game here on Flow Sports on this Saturday afternoon. And they snap it to Trey Lindsay, and he runs for a couple of yards. We've seen this formation. We've seen Lindsay come in and take a snap or 2.
Nice design run there. Good block by Faisal Aiden in the beginning there. Took away the defensive end to allow Lindsay to at least get a yard or 2.
2nd down and 8 from the 44. 2 receivers come near side of the right. And Burkett in the shotgun in a little I formation. Running back right behind him. And the fake to the running back, and the throw going to hit the turf there a little bit short on the throw to the intended receiver, Jakari Carter. That falls incomplete, and now UAlbany faced with a 3rd down.
That's the 2nd throw here early on, right, where Burkett hasn't really released it as cleanly. Comes out a little bit short, a little low, as Birdie was open. Found the pocket right in the middle, zone coverage, middle of the field, and little cover 3, and Birdie just unable to get it with Burkett. Just short-arming it a little bit.
3rd down and 8 from the 44. Again, 4 wide receivers in this formation. And Miles Burkett right at midfield to take the snap in the gun. Faisal Aiden in the backfield. And back to throw, has some time underneath, and it is complete at the 40-yard line. That is Birdie. He's going to be short of a 1st down, though, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and UAlbany will punt this away with Owen Lawson.
Yeah, tough play there for Birdie. That's just tremendous coverage by New Hampshire. Zidane Williams, again, the safety number 10 in coverage, and Birdie just unable to go anywhere with the catch. No yards after catch, really, when he's draped on his back.
Yeah, it's Wande Day. Nice tackle. He's got a bunch of them this year.
Yeah.
71 tackles, to be honest with you. He's having himself a nice season for UNH. So 4th down, the punt by Lawson, and he's done a pretty good job of pinning teams back inside the 20, and that was a fair catch right about the 11-yard line. And a 29-yard punt with no return. And we'll see what the UNH offense can bring to the table. We'll see who starts at quarterback. Seth Morgan has been injured, but we were told that he practiced and showed up today looking like he may start, and number 7 is there. And he has had an outstanding year. Seth Morgan is the senior, 6'3", 213 pounds, out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and some keys for New Hampshire in this game. I mean, number 1, you want to be able to stop the run. They're so good on the defensive side, right? They stuff the box and use a lot of pre-step motion to try to throw the UAlbany defense off. See New Hampshire like to do that a lot during some of their games this year.
And they go to the ground game to start. And that is Miles Thompson. And the CDPHP starting lineup with the quarterback being Seth Morgan, Isaac Seed at running back along with Miles Thompson. And their top receiver is Logan Tomlinson, who has 6 touchdowns. And Joey Corcoran, another outstanding receiver for the Wildcats, as Josh Filio is out today, injured, and will not play. CDPHP starting lineups here. A plan for life on 2nd and 7. Back to throw and down the left sideline and left wide open. And running down the left sideline is Caleb Burke. And it looks like he's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Caleb Burke on a short pass from Seth Morgan, 89 yards. And UNH is on the board.
What a play. Absolutely catches the UAlbany defense by surprise. It looks like it's a blown coverage. And boy, oh boy, was Caleb Burke open, Raj. Seth Morgan, I was going to say before, for a little over 1,400 yards on the season. He's done a great job. And this is a New Hampshire team that lost their quarterback last year, Max Brosmer, transferred to Minnesota. Take another look. Look at that. I mean, wide open, and then it's a foot race. And Burke, obviously too quick, outruns both the Great Danes. It was Ron Holmes, and a linebacker, Gardner receiver, is a mismatch.
And the point after conversion is good. And with 10:48 to go in the opening quarter, UNH jumps out to a 7-0 lead on Flow Sports. Very good, Jonathan Fry. All right, here's the 89-yard touchdown pass from Seth Morgan. Wasn't really a long pass. The rest was all done by Caleb Burke once he caught it. And you see Ron Holmes trying to track him down, and Jaden Williams, the freshman cornerback. And this is a secondary that is shorthanded today for UAlbany. Kayvon Angry is out. Thomas Joe Kamara, starters are out. So you're going to see a guy like Jaden Williams, very talented, but only a freshman, getting big minutes today. Donald Jones, a freshman from CBA, will get big minutes today in the UAlbany secondary.
And you saw Daniels in the wrong position there, and it left Ron Holmes kind of in no man's land, if you will, to cover.
And Cooney with another nice return out near the 30-yard line, and we'll see what the UAlbany offense can do as Jackson Stone makes the tackle. So second possession of the game for the Great Danes, down 7-0. And we talked about getting off to a good start and a quick start. And for the second week in a row, a big play puts them in a hole. Last week it was a 70-yard touchdown run at Delaware, and they were behind 7-0.
And now this week it's an 86-yard touchdown strike, and all of a sudden you're behind too. When UAlbany had the opportunity to be the aggressors and take the lead with the ball on offense, but it stalled just past midfield. So this is a big drive to try and see if you can answer and get right back in this game. A little punch, counter punch.
1st and 10 at the 29. Two receivers set. Burkett. And the handoff out over the 31-yard line. And that is JoJo Uga, the freshman, as we had some extracurricular stuff going on here near the 40-yard line. But Uga gets the carry and gains a yard. There's no question today for UAlbany to win this game. They're going to have success through the air.
They are.
It's hard to run against this UNH defense.
UNH is extremely dangerous with that defensive line. They're very good.
The grad student in silver at DN, but Politano is a senior, and a grad student in Sherrard at defensive tackle, and then a senior at defensive end, Ruiz. It's a very stud veteran line, and there again trying to get the ground game going and can't with the run by JoJo Uga, the freshman. That's going to bring up third down and long.
And this is what New Hampshire wants, and this is how they have success against teams. You run the ball twice on them, he forces third and long, and then they can kind of play back a little bit, bring some extra guys in for coverage in the secondary.
And by the way, 53 tackles and make it 54 for Ron Toscano.
Yeah.
Another veteran guy. We've called his name many times. He's a grad student.
Yep.
Outstanding linebacker for the Wildcats.
How about 270, now over 270 career tackles for Ryan Toscano. He's a total stud on defense.
3rd and 4 at the 35. Burkett back to throw. Throws complete. I don't think he has the first down at the 39-yard line. That's Carter, and he gets up slowly.
I don't know, was that ball incomplete or not? Did he even hang on to that football?
Well, if he did hang on, it's still short of a first down, but he might have dropped it. And it looks like he did, because they're going to spot the ball back at the 34, and Owen Lawson will punt for the second time today.
Incomplete. That's a great defensive play by Caleb Mead.
I don't think he would have had the first down.
No.
He was a little bit short of where he needed to be to have a first down to begin with. Lawson to punt, and it's a good one. Backing up the receiver to the 14-yard line. And he leaps over one defender on the far side. He gets to the 29-yard line. A 56-yard punt. And on the return is Joey Corcoran. And
all right.
He took a big old leap, and that's actually a pretty impressive leap, to be honest with you.
That's an athletic play, Raj. If I've seen one, that is quite an athletic play by Joey Corcoran. Full-blown leap. He was standing up.
Paris Smiley with the tackle. And you look at the history of these two teams, and they've had some battles over the years, MJ.
Yeah, they have. Wildcats and Great Danes, always close and competitive when these two play. Physical, too.
And we'll be in for another one today. I have no doubt about it. But right now, it's been a momentum swing to the Wildcats. And they're going to throw it again on first down and complete. Nice tackle at the 35-yard line by UAlbany, and Ezamaway in the secondary makes a nice play. A gain, though, of 5 yards on the pass completion. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Still a good tackle by Ezamaway in the open field. So tough. And it's the hardest thing you can do as a secondary player, to really make a tackle in the open field, especially against an elusive receiver on the other team. So sets up a 2nd and 5 here for Morgan and company on the Wildcats offense.
One receiver goes far side right. Quarterback is Seth Morgan in the shotgun. One receiver to the right of him. Burke goes in motion into the backfield. They're going to hand it off, and a nice tackle on that play by Giuliano.
Yeah.
Jack Giuliano, the defensive end. A solo tackle and a loss of a yard to bring up third down.
Yeah, and the right tackle, Mason Davis, doesn't even see Giuliano. He comes from the right end, Raj, from behind as he takes another look. This is a great play by Giuliano. Just gets right past the right tackle. Boom. Lays the hit, sets up a third down.
So 3rd down and 6 for the Wildcats. 7:40 to go in the opening quarter. 7-0 New Hampshire. Morgan in a shotgun, 2 receivers far side of the right. And the snap, back to throw, has time, throws, and it's complete for a first down at the 44-yard line, and that is their leading receiver, Logan Tomlinson, the grad student. The tackle on the play by Ezamaway, but a first down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, he's averaging about 6.5 receptions a game, and he has 6 TDs on the season, does Tomlinson, and number 5 is the safety blanket for Seth Morgan. He's got a little movement pre-snap here.
Yeah, I think it's UAlbany jumping off.
Very well could be. Almost every single player on New Hampshire pointed right to UAlbany.
Defense, number 9. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
That is Abraham Sonogo, the culprit for UAlbany, and a 5-yard penalty against the Danes, putting the ball out to the 49-yard line. UAlbany next week on the road to Stony Brook. And there's no easy games in the CAA conference. Stony Brook having an outstanding year.
Yeah.
1st and 5 after the penalty. And they're going to run a little play action, a little flea flicker, and no one is fooled. And Morgan just throws it away. Little razzle-dazzle, but did not fool UAlbany one bit, and it'll bring up second down.
Now, Balansama Kamara had this one read like a book. He didn't fall for that flea flicker. Number 12 of the Great Danes. Great pursuit of the quarterback. Seth Morgan has nothing to do but throw that ball out of bounds. He made a smart play there.
We got one of those last names where we'll figure it out. But Balansama, we think is the correct pronunciation of that name. But until we ask him specifically, or go to the audio clip that Taylor sent out to double check that one. 3rd and 5, because I heard it might not be correct the way we're saying it. The handoff goes to Thompson, and he doesn't have much. It's going to bring up 3rd down now, and we'll see if UAlbany can force a punt here.
Yeah, would love to see it if you're Billy Nesselt in the defensive group here after giving up an 86-yard touchdown strike, and you're seeing New Hampshire get comfortable, and they've completed both of their 3rd downs so far in this game.
Well, it's 3rd and 3, and 2 receivers go far side to the right, and that is Burke and Corcoran. 3rd and 3 from the UAlbany 49. Snap to Morgan. They're bringing the blitz, and that is Cam Stodgehill from LaSalle in there to sack the quarterback all the way back at the 39. And Cam Stodgehill really getting an opportunity because of injury to come in here and play, and he's done a really nice job.
And he's fired up, as he should be. Look at this. You do a little safety blitz, defensive back blitz, goes right after Morgan. Morgan has no choice but to fall to the ground. It's a nice job defensively with a good answer, and Stodgehill, boy, since he's gotten playing time, has he done a tremendous job. Stepping up, next man up mentality, right? Coaches
no question about it. And Sean Lehane will punt the football for UNH, and it is a good one. And this will be Cooney back at the 18, trying to get away and doesn't run too far. Tackled at the 24-yard line after a 48-yard punt, and we'll take a timeout. 4:56 to go in the opening quarter. 7-0 New Hampshire on Flow Sports.
Hi, everybody. I'm Roger Weiland. Join me along with Michael Johnson Jr. every Monday through Friday from 10 to 1 for Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team.
And make sure you start your day at 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with DiPietro and Rothenberg right here on 104.5 The Team.
Hey, I'm Dan Ball. Join me every weekday afternoon from 3 to 7 p.m. as I bring you The Drive on 104.5 The Team. Don't forget to tune in and catch New York Yankees baseball, Buffalo Bills football, the NFL on Westwood One, and more on the Capital Region's home for New York sports, 104.5 The Team.
Who do you want by your side when you're about to do something amazing? It's not about how much you have or who you know. This is a matter of trust. Because one can do it alone, but two can do it even better. SEFCU and Capcom are now Broadview, giving you the power and service you deserve from your financial partner. When you want to know who's by your side, open your eyes and take a look around. That's where we'll be. Welcome to Broadview.
Welcome back to Casey Stadium. UAlbany football sponsored by Broadview, the official financial institution of the Great Danes, and the Bone and Joint Center, orthopedic excellence and exceptional care. Roger Weiland along with Michael Johnson Jr., Jonathan Fry, my son Brady, in the booth with us today as we've got 4:56 to go, and UNH has a 7-0 lead, but the Great Danes did force a punt. Nice sack by Cam Stodgehill, the local product here in the Capital Region, played at LaSalle and under John Adino. And the pass is complete to the 30-yard line. And Colony and Brady Weiland and Colony beat LaSalle last night in high school football, and had a nice conversation with John Adino after the game. And he asked how Cam Stodgill was doing, I said, boy, he's doing very well.
He's doing good and then some.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah. That's a great pass by Miles Burkett on that last play, Raj. Almost triple coverage. Threading the needle, if you will, into Carter Moses.
2nd down and 4 at the 30. Late stages of this opening quarter. Burkett in the shotgun. And they're going to run a little option to the near side, and it's going nowhere. Going to lose about a yard on that play as Marquise Dietz running a little option to the near side of the field. Loss of a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 5.
I like the idea. Execution just wasn't there. It's also well read by the Wildcats, right? Burkett does a nice job, pitches it out, but Dietz is hit initially by Zidane Williams, and then Jonathan Collins Jr., the cornerback, comes over with the finishing blow on the tackle. And if you're UAlbany, you'd really love to see a first down here, Raj. Try to keep an offensive drive going here.
3rd down and 5 at their own 29. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to the left and 2 near side right. Quick throw to Birdie, and he's got a first down. Nice quick just route over the middle, little slant out near the 40-yard line, and more than enough for a UAlbany first down, and the tackle by Duncan Moreland for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Birdie already been targeted 3 times this afternoon. Just a simple slant, right? Quick slant, boom. Beats his man. Number 14, Duncan Moreland, the safety, and a nice completion and a nice strike from Miles Burkett. Watching the matchup here, look at Josiah Silver, number 8, who we mentioned the open. He's matched up against the sophomore right tackle, Nolan Latulippe. Interesting matchup to watch all afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 40. Latulippe. I love saying that name. Latulippe.
I knew that was coming.
You give me that little window.
I know. It's a little wiggle room.
Yeah.
There's the other guy we mentioned in the open, JoJo Uga.
Yeah, JoJo has done a nice job this year. Young man from Hyde Park, Massachusetts, number 23 right there.
Love his game. Explosive player.
Pick up a 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 from the 43. Birdie and Dietz will go, or Wentz rather. Birdie and Wentz go far side to the left. No 7 McGee today, injured and not in the lineup. He's their top receiver.
Yeah.
Marquise Dietz goes in motion right to left. So 3 receivers far side left. Snap goes to Burkett. Time to throw, and this one is picked off at the 50-yard line. Picked off by Wande. Down the right sideline. Cuts it back. Touchdown, and it's a pick 6. And Wade Wande. Wande into the end zone for Wande Owens. Wande Owens into the end zone on a 50-yard INT off the Miles Burkett pass, and it's 13-0.
And for Burkett, you want this one back. He has Caden Birdie open. You just have to throw it over Wande Owens. That's a tremendous play by Owens. Catches the pass like a receiver, takes it the other way. Big plays, and an early dagger for the Wildcats. Boy, is that a statement pick 6 right there.
Nick Mozzie on for the point after conversion, and it is good. And almost identical to what happened a week ago, where UAlbany gets down 2 scores.
Yeah.
And here they are today, down 14-0 with 1:59 to go in the opening quarter.
I mean, look at that. It's zone coverage. You have to be able to try and throw it over, throw it over the safety or the defensive back, and Burkett just doesn't do it. And a guy like Caden Birdie is seeing an increase in targets already with 7 McGee being out this afternoon. The pass was intended for Caden Birdie, number 19, but that's a tremendous play by Wande Owens, and he takes it back the other way, too.
Yeah, and that's his...
He's everywhere, that guy, number 5.
That's a nice play, and then got some wheels to him as well as we look at the replay again. He gets up.
It's a good play.
He gets up there high to get that.
Yeah, and Burkett had some zip on that, too. It just wasn't high enough. What a play, too, right? It's a foot race, and then Burkett's the last man, and Wande Owens shifts his momentum and takes it into the end zone for the pick 6.
Mozzie kicks it off. This is Cooney on the return, and he crosses the 25 and gets hit around the 26. And we'll see what this UAlbany offense can do. Skinner with the tackle on the special teams for UNH. 2-2 in the overall, and 2-2 overall. on this season.
And Miles Burkett, Raj, has just been unable to throw the ball downfield. 4 of 7 for 28 yards and the pick 6 on his most recent throw. This offense hasn't been able to really run the ball either. You've got 9 yards on the ground. You knew that was the scouting report for this New Hampshire, especially their front 4, really front 7, do an excellent job.
UNH 2-2 in the CAA, 4-4 overall.
Yep.
UAlbany 3-5 overall, 1-3 in the CAA. 1st and 10 at the 27. Uga runs to the near side, and hard running by Uga gets out to the 34-yard line. And Skinner with the tackle again.
Good job.
Gain about 6 yards.
Run it to the outside. You have to try and get creative because running it up the middle against New Hampshire is very difficult to do with their size and physicality. And they're winning this battle at the line of scrimmage so far this afternoon.
2nd and 3 at the 34 for UAlbany. Twins to the left, 1 receiver near side right. Burkett back to throw, going for the deep ball for Carter. And the pass is too long. There was some contact, but no flag on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
I think that's also just great coverage, too. Noah Stansberry making it step for step with Carter. And that ball was a little overthrown anyway. A little bit of contact, but I think that's the right call. No call by the official.
So a 3rd down and 3 with 1:09 to go in the first quarter. See if UAlbany can convert here. They're going to have to punt again. 4 wide receiver set on 3rd and 3. Birdie now goes over to the left side. Put 3 receivers far side left. Snap to Burkett. Hand off to Faisal Aiden, and he doesn't have the 1st down. He is tackled at the 36-yard line, at least a yard, maybe 2. Short of that 1st down, and here comes Owen Lawson to punt again.
See if you need a boomer here from Lawson, Raj. And I know Coach Cattuso, we will have seen him bomb some punts, don't get me wrong, but if you're Coach Cattuso, you probably don't want to see Owen Lawson keep coming on the field early on in this first quarter.
Joey Corcoran is back deep to receive. Joey Corcoran standing at the 22-yard line. And this one is off, looked like off the side of Lawson's foot.
Yep.
Just kind of shanked that one. You don't see that
Dead
too much.
Shank. Yep. Rare from him. One of the better punters in the conference. And that was, you're right, Raj, directly off the side, right side of his right foot. Out of bounds. I mean, New Hampshire's got the ball at the UAlbany 46-yard line.
Yep. Yeah, that sets up the Wildcats
straight to the right
field position. This goes in the books as a 10-yard punt.
Yeah, well, it's, you know what it is? It's like a slice. It's something I do quite often on the golf course, a little bit, right?
It happens.
Gets away from you. Yeah.
Well, the pressure back on this UAlbany defense now. 27 seconds to go in the quarter. 14-0. UNH with the ball and good field position. Seth Morgan, senior from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the shotgun formation. And the handoff, running off the right side for just a couple of yards is Miles Thompson. And he played last week and had 79 yards rushing against Nova when he'd been injured for a little while. Last week was his first game back since the season opener. And he picked up 79 yards against Nova in a loss to Nova last week. And carrying the ball here today is Miles Thompson. We are through the opening quarter here at Casey Stadium, and it's a 2-touchdown lead for New Hampshire when we come back on Flow Sports. Hey, Roger Weiland back with you on Flow Sports, and there they are. That's the 1974 undefeated Great Danes, head coached by Bob Ford. What a group. They had a big celebration today, and last night, 50-year celebration. Coach Ford right there in the middle with the, you know, he's got the hat.
Most recognizable cowboy hat. He's a legend.
Always wears the cowboy hat.
That's right.
Greg Cattuso went to their celebration last night and spoke to the 1974 team. Really, really cool stuff. Seth Morgan, and that is complete.
Man.
Down the right sideline to about the 16-yard line, and they are throwing the football, and that's Tomlinson, as Izamaway was there defending. But this is a UNH team that's finding success through the air against this UAlbany secondary.
Yeah, deep fade, little two-step drop by Seth Morgan, and he's just gonna let it fire, let it fly, and a great catch by Tomlinson down the sideline. Good control with the football down to the ground, and just like that, in the blink of an eye, one play, UNH is in the red zone, Raj.
1st and 10 at the 18 of UAlbany. Morgan hands it off, and some room to run for Thompson. And he gets inside the 15-yard line down to about the 12. 6-7-yard gain for Thompson, and Denzel Patrick makes the tackle, the junior cornerback for the Great Danes. But UNH right now looking to go up 3 scores here early on in the second quarter.
This would be about as good of a start as you can ask for if you're Ricky Santos, head coach of the New Hampshire Wildcats, and it's been mainly through the air they've done their damage. They haven't really even had to run the football.
2nd and 4 at the UAlbany 12. Morgan back to throw into the end zone, and does he have possession? He does. It's a touchdown. That's Logan Tomlinson. And UNH goes up 20-0 here in the second quarter.
It's kind of similar to Aaron Rodgers the other night when he threw it up to Garrett Wilson, Raj. That's just, I'm going to throw the ball to my best receiver one-on-one and let him do his thing. Kind of like Brady Weiland with Colony, if you will, right? You know, throw it to your best guy. He's going to go make a play. Tomlinson does that. It's almost a 50-50 ball. He just takes the ball away, and it's a pitch and catch there from Morgan and Tomlinson. They've done it a lot this year.
They are going to review this. And to make sure he had possession of the football. But Tomlinson is 6'3", grad student. And if that stands, that'll be his 7th touchdown of the season.
We'll see if we get another look here at the replay, Raj, to see if he secured it all the way to the ground. These are always close, and smart job by the officials to review a scoring play, because if this stands, man, UNH up 3 touchdowns in 17 minutes.
Yeah, and they're attacking right now the UAlbany secondary, which, as I told you, is very short-handed today with starters out. I mean, Kayvon Angry, a senior, not playing today. Kamara, who's had a pretty good year, sophomore, is out today, or he's a senior as well.
Yeah.
So a couple of seniors in that secondary.
And Izamaway's in coverage, I believe, on this play, as we'll grab another look here.
No, it is Casey Izamaway.
Yeah. He's right. I mean, he's with him, doesn't turn. I mean.
And that's very, very good concentration by Tomlinson.
It is. If this stands, too, and that's a catch. And he looks, I mean, it's hard to see when he turns away from the camera and kind of holds the ball. Tell you what, he might have a catch here.
For further review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
What a play. 7th touchdown on the year for Logan Tomlinson.
Mazzy on for the point after conversion. And the kick is up, and it is good.
Mazzy's extra point is good.
Mazzy converts on the PAT. It's a 4-play, 46-yard drive, and the touchdown from 12 yards out.
Took advantage
from the quarterback, who's healthy and playing well right out of the gate, and Seth Morgan. Glad to have him back today, for sure.
Looks really good. Took advantage of the short field, too, off the 10-yard punt by Owen Lawson.
That's what happens.
You go right down at the start of the quarter. I mean, Seth Morgan's 5 for 6, but it's 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, good for a 387 QBR, which is unheard of. Obviously, that'll change during the game, but that's how efficient he has been. And 16 minutes and 28 seconds. New Hampshire has a 21-0 lead on the road. What a start for the Wildcats.
Yeah, UAlbany, an uphill climb here right away, down 3 scores, and this offense needs to figure it out for the Great Danes and figure it out in a hurry. And Cooney from the 5 will bring it out, and a good return out over the 30 to the 33-yard line. So decent field position again. Jamal Cooney on the return for the Great Danes. And Noah Stansbury with the tackle for UNH. 13:25 to go. Just underway second quarter, 21-0 New Hampshire.
Do we label this a must-score drive? Is it ever too early to say that, right?
Feels like you need some points here.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Raj. And look, 18 yards on the ground, 43 through the air. So, I mean, you're barely over 60 yards of total offense. You have to do something, whether it's a big play or just keep putting together some first downs on this drive.
And Burkett takes the snap, hands it off, and Faisal Aiden with no room to run, no gain on the play.
Handoff number 0,
Faisal Aiden, the grad student from Utah. And UAlbany just not able to run it against UNH defense right now.
And this is a UNH defensive front. You weren't kidding, Raj. They only allow just about or just over 2 yards per carry to opposing backs. So it's like running into a wall.
3 wide receivers near side left on a 2nd and 9 at the 34. 1 receiver far side right. Burkett, shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff, looks over the middle, and that pass is incomplete. And Miles Burkett, with pressure on him, was hit pretty good as he threw that football.
That was Neil Politano, one of the big 4, and he gave Burkett pretty good shot there. He's taking a look. He just goes directly, directly around Austin Mosier. And he's in Burkett's face in about a 2.5 seconds.
Third down and 9.
So 3rd and 9 now at the 34. 4 wide receivers set for the Great Danes.
2 for 5 on 3rd downs, Raj, so far this afternoon.
And the sophomore quarterback back to throw, going down the right sideline, and it is incomplete. That's going to be pass interference. The intended receiver was Jackson Parker down the right sideline. And that is going to be a pass interference call against the Wildcats.
And if it's the
15-yard
NFL
penalty, first down.
It's spot foul. So you have the ball at New Hampshire's 30 if you're UAlbany. But again, 15 yards and maybe a break. UAlbany catches a break. You try a 50-50 deep ball. You're looking for either A, a completion ideally, or B, that pass interference, and Parker was grabbed.
Pass interference on Noah Stansbury. Here's a look at the replay. Number 11 there is Stansbury. So it's a 15-yard penalty. First down, Burkett pressured, and down he goes, and that is Josiah Silver, who averages 1.9 a game anyway.
Well, there's
and now he's got 10.5 sacks on the season. Josiah Silver, 6'2 senior, 247 defensive end.
How do you stop this guy? Really, he is one of the premier pass rushers in the entire conference, and he has given pretty much every single opponent fits.
2nd and 15 after the 5-yard loss. Back at the 44. Trips to the right. Burkett back to throw. Pressured again. Dumps a little screen off to the left side. And JoJo Uga dropped the ball, but UAlbany, he coughed it up, but UAlbany gets it right back.
Mosier, right place, right time, huh?
Austin Mosier, number 70, was able to fall right on it. Actually going to gain about 5 yards. And it's going to bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 11 for the first down.
Yeah, screen. That just shows you, man. Already running screens, Raj, in this game, and even that, everything is just well covered. It's a sound defensive group, cohesive unit that Ricky Santos has in this Wildcats defense. UAlbany has gotten nothing rolling so far.
3rd and 10 at the 49. 4 wide receiver set. Snap goes to Burkett. Corner blitz is coming, and Burkett is going to get sacked. And that coming on the blitz was Moorhead. Duncan Moorhead got in there right very quickly, coming from, it would be Burkett's left side. Didn't really see him, and another sack on Miles Burkett, and another punt coming from Owen Lawson.
Owen Lawson out to punt it away.
Yeah, Lawson out here for what, the 4th time in this first half, Raj. Every single offensive drive has resulted in a punt for the Great Danes this afternoon.
Joey Corcoran back deep to receive. And Lawson dealing with some wind going in this direction. It hits at about the 28 and took a couple of yards forward in favor of UNH and down at the 30-yard line. So we'll put it in the books as a 28-yard punt. And we're going to hit timeout. 21-0 New Hampshire in the second quarter on Flow Sports. And today is the pink zone game, and you can see the names of those fans honoring those loved ones in their lives. And the players have names on the back of their helmets today. And before the game, all the players were on the video board on the Jumbotron naming those in their lives that are affected by cancer and breast cancer. Breast cancer awareness game, always one that Greg Gattuso is near and dear to his heart.
Yep.
As well, and we talked about that a lot today on the UAlbany Football Coaches Show, that you can go to the UAlbany Football website and watch that show. You can watch it every week, and this week we actually led with Greg talking about today's pink game.
Very near and dear to his heart, as well as virtually everybody who's been impacted or affected by cancer or breast cancer. So it's obviously a great game, awesome game for an awesome cause, and great to see all the pink in the stands today.
2nd down and 5 for UNH. They're going to come up short on that run. The handoff went to Denzel Gibson, redshirt freshman. Be about 2 yards shy of the first down here. So, defense got to come up with a stop. You're down 3 scores. You figure you got to get something on the board here before halftime.
Because you don't, exactly, Roger. You don't get it to start the second half, as opposed to what Coach Gattuso normally likes to do, as we well know. 3rd and short. Wonder if Billy Nessel brings it here. Looks like he's got a couple guys lined up on the side. One of them, of course, is Mr. Cam Stodchill. See him over there, number 24. Watch out if he's coming after the quarterback.
3rd and 3. Morgan, quick throw over the middle, complete for a first down with a fumble. And let's see if UAlbany gets a break here. Burke fumbled the ball. He had the first down, but then I think he recovered his own fumble, or UNH got it back.
Oh, it would have been a big break for UAlbany to start at New Hampshire's 40-yard line, but that's a great job by New Hampshire falling on it.
I think Poirier recovered this. It's a little behind him, and then he coughs it up. And I believe 66, Dylan Poirier, the senior center, recovered.
Well, the ball's tipped up, too, after the fumble, and that's why Poirier was able to get it through the football pile.
And those are breaks that UAlbany has not received many of this season.
They really
the turnover battle has not gone in their favor this year.
They haven't gotten many. Not a lot of interceptions, not a lot of fumble recoveries. What was their main thing last year on defense? They were so good and so sound, but they won the turnover battle almost every single game.
So a 2nd down and 6 facing New Hampshire. They're at their own 46-yard line. Twins far side to the left. Morgan in a shotgun formation, fakes the handoff, looks left, throws, it's complete, and it's a 1st down on the far side of the field.
Pass complete. Pass complete. Number 82, Noah Kunda, pushed out of bounds by.
And that completion is to, it looks like Noah Kunda.
1st down for UNH.
He's not on there 2 deep, 3 deep, or 4 deep, but he makes the completion there. Noah Kunda has a 1st down for UNH to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, I formation. They fake the handoff, dump a short pass off, and it's incomplete, and that was nearly intercepted. Good pressure on the quarterback, and that was a near pick for Ron Holmes. That was probably an ill-advised throw by Seth Morgan, but he had some pressure on him.
I mean, there's no doubt about this. I mean, Morgan's going to, good sell with the play action, but just throws that. I mean, that is very fortunate that it's intercepted.
That was Balansama.
Yeah.
We're going to go Balansama.
Okay.
Kamara. Balansama Kamara, the junior, number 12, with the pressure on Morgan. Almost resulted in a turnover, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the UAlbany 45. Morgan back to throw. Has plenty of time and now throws it down the left side. And now we do have a pick. No, we don't.
No.
Izamaway couldn't hold on. That would have been the interception that we were just talking about, MJ.
Oh, Raj.
And the pass is incomplete.
Oh, Izamaway we take another look here. I mean, this is right there. You're not going to find many easier interceptions to make. That is right there at your chest. He has both hands on it. Incomplete. You hope to see the Great Danes get a stop here because they should be going the other way with the football back to their offense. Unlucky break for Izamaway.
So it brings up a 3rd and 10 at the 45 of UAlbany. 7:06 to go in the 2nd quarter. 21-0 New Hampshire. And the snap. Morgan looks, throws complete to the running back out of the backfield, short of the 1st down. Denzel Patrick made the tackle on Miles Thompson. This will bring up 4th and a yard or 2 for the 1st.
And I think that there's no question about this, that New Hampshire's going to stay out there and go for the 1st down.
They're right. They're trying to deliver a knockout punch on this drive. You go in
28-0.
zip.
I don't care who you are. That's a very, very tough deficit to come back from, especially in a conference game.
And they get the ball to start the second half.
They do. They do.
4th and 1. 4th and 1 at the UAlbany 36-yard line. And the handoff, and is he going to? I don't think he got it.
That's close.
That was Denzel Gibson, and we'll see if forward progress was enough to get it. UAlbany doesn't think
that's
that he
UAlbany
did,
ball.
and they're right. They stopped Denzel Gibson short on 4th and 1, and the ball goes back over to UAlbany.
You ever needed something, some sort of play to spark and ignite your team if you're Coach Greg Cattuso, it's that.
Yeah, and that was Deshaun Dixon.
It was
the first to get in there, the nose guard out of Washington, D.C., and the transfer from East Stroudsburg was the first to grab him, and then he had some help, and he doesn't get a yard that he needed for Ricky Santos right there. And now UAlbany, with 6:17 to go, needs to try to get into this game and put something on the board before halftime.
Great play by Dixon to slow down Gibson, and then it was a committee tackle after that.
1st and 10. Little pass over near side to the left to the tight end, Carter Moses, and he gets out to the 39-yard line. Tomlinson with the tackle. Pick up a 5-yard, 2nd down and 5.
Need some bigger chunk plays I'd like to see from UAlbany, right? It seems like they're only going at like 4 yards a clip. That's a testament and credit to New Hampshire Wildcats defense, but they are not allowing Burkett to even really look downfield.
2nd and 5 at their own 40. Twins to the right, one receiver Wentz near side left. Burkett back to throw. Pressured. Fumbles the football. It's loose. And UNH picks it up.
Yeah, New Hampshire has it.
UNH has the football, and another turnover by the Great Danes. They had a pick six, and now Miles Burkett gets up limping, and I think they officially say, yep, UNH ball, and there's Burkett, who is limping off the field. Looks like he's in some pain. And the Wildcats get it back with 5:27 to go in the second quarter off the turnover.
Yeah, that's a brutal one. And this is one of those plays where Miles Burkett is looking for Dietz down the field. He's about to step up and throw, and then he feels the pressure, and that's a no-no for a quarterback. He doesn't tuck the football in and protect it. He's got it out for a defensive lineman or a defensive player on the Wildcats to knock it out. And now
98, Jacoby Sherrard was the defensive tackle that had the sack and knocked the ball loose from Miles Burkett, and then recovered by UNH. So now, after the turnover, New Hampshire has it 1st and 10 at the UAlbany 35-yard line. 5:27 to go in the second quarter. And Morgan, play action. Time now gets hit right as he throws the ball by Giuliano, and it's complete, though, to the near side, Corcoran, and he runs close to a first down.
I think he's got a first down, Roger. How does he make that a first? He catches the ball at the line of scrimmage and made like 4 guys miss in the open field. And not to mention, too, if you're Morgan a second later, he's probably going to fumble that football because he has no idea Giuliano's coming.
Watch the pressure coming from Jack Giuliano right there as he releases the ball. But you're right, a second later, and it would have been a sack and maybe even a fumble. Instead, it's a first down.
Yeah, it's how today's going for the Great Danes. Right when you think you got a break, New Hampshire will take advantage, or they'll get the lucky break on the receiving end of one.
1st and 10, UNH at the UAlbany 24. 4:37 to go in the half. Hand off to Thompson, Miles Thompson. And he has a couple of yards off the right side, running behind Dylan Maklevich, the right guard, and Mason Davis, the right tackle for the UNH offensive line.
And this will be a knockout punch. We said it last time, again, driving in UAlbany's territory. I mean, UAlbany hasn't had the football in the red zone at all in this first half. It has been completely New Hampshire dominating this first half.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line of UAlbany. 2 receivers near side of the right. Tight end now lines up slot right. They fake a pitch, and Morgan going to the air to the tight end, and it's incomplete at the 5-yard line.
86.
The intended receiver was Peyton Strickland, the UNH tight end, and Troy Berschwinger from Guilderland, New York, right there on the coverage.
Good play. He looks like Berschwinger almost stripped it out as they both went to the ground.
2nd and 10 at the 24. UAlbany really needs to hold here. 21-0. Been all Wildcats here in this first half. They send 3 receivers far side left. The tight end now is Ramshaw, and he's split wide to the right. 85 at the bottom of your screen. And now 8 Burke comes over, bottom of the screen, and now we have a whistle. And New Hampshire burns a timeout here. So we'll keep it here. Timeout, New Hampshire. 21-0 Wildcats, 3:44 to go. And Ricky Santos really wants to put another one into the end zone here, and we keep saying deliver a knockout punch, but that's probably what it would be.
Yeah, and he's an animated coach on the sideline. When they got the turnover, he's celebrating right there in the thick of it with his guys. Ricky Santos is he's done a nice job since taking over this Wildcats program. Graduate here of 2008, and his offense has been aggressive. And there, you talk about playing complementary football. They are doing that so far today.
Yeah, well, the word on Ricky Santos's team is defensively just really good, and they've shown that, and they've got 21 points on the board on offense. Morgan, shotgun, takes the snap, looking into the left corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Good coverage by Denzel Patrick on Tomlinson. And it'll be third down.
Yeah, that one was just a little
fourth down, right?
The board was showing second. Now it's, it looks like it's going to be.
You're confusing me here. Don't do that.
No, I'm not.
The yard marker has fourth down.
Yeah, it's fourth down. The scoreboard says second. You were right. You stick to your guns there. It's fourth down, and we got a field goal.
Now to kick it away, Nick Mazie.
So Nick Mazie will attempt a 40-yard field goal from the right hash to try to extend the lead. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick by Mazie's got plenty of leg, and it is also good.
And the field goal is good
A field goal of 40 yards by Nick Mazie, the junior place kicker, and it's now 24-0 in favor of the Wildcats.
Yeah, I tell you what, Mazie, he booted that one pretty good. Got a strong leg, to say the least, and New Hampshire extends their lead to now, my goodness, 3 possessions.
Yep. Now it's 3:35 to go, and again, I know we've said this over and over, but I mean, this UAlbany offense should really get some points on the board here before halftime, because UNH gets the ball to start the third quarter.
Yeah, that they do, Raj. And it's been a clean game for both teams. Not a lot of penalties, but just everything seemingly going the way of the Wildcats so far. Total yards, I mean, New Hampshire has significantly more, 185 to be exact, and then UAlbany has 53. So 140 yards more in favor of the Wildcats. A lot of them resulting on the big plays early on in the first half.
And the kick comes down to Cooney. He'll bring it out over the 15-20 and gets tackled at the 24-yard line. Jackson Stone with the tackle for UNH. We'll talk to Allison Smisdom coming up at halftime. Field hockey. And a 2-time captain and a 2-time All-American.
Yeah.
And now we see Trey Lindsay in at quarterback. Miles Burkett limped off the field after getting hit and fumbling the ball. And we see Trey Lindsay in at quarterback here for the Great Danes. And on first down, Lindsay with the handoff. And again, this running game, that's Faisal Aiden, nowhere to go. Going to lose a couple of yards on the play. Sherrard getting in there to make the tackle for the Wildcats.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10, ball still on the 24-yard line.
Yeah, you hope Burkett's okay. Certainly was a little banged up. It has not been his best game, but he's taken some shots. He's a physical guy, and now Lindsay, who's usually been primarily used for those design option quarterback runs, going to have a chance to throw it here.
He's a grad student that's been around the program, and actually pretty good.
Yeah.
He had a good summer camp, and the pass to Levi Wentz, and man, he spins and got hit about 3-4 times, holds on to the ball at the 31-yard line.
He got like 4. That was the longest sequence I've seen to get like 4 extra yards. How about that by Wentz?
Wande Owens gets credited for being part of that group to hit Levi Wentz, and then it was Owens that finally brought him down. Owens has the pick 6 too in this game. So it's 3rd down and 3. 2:15 to go in the first half. Albany down 24-0. 3 receivers split wide to the right. And Lindsay with the handoff, fakes the handoff. Lindsay with the run. Lindsay's got some room.
Oh boy.
And Lindsay has a first down to the 42-yard line of New Hampshire. Nice little fake on that handoff and a lot of room to run over on the right side of the field for Trey Lindsay.
A little bit of a spark, gets the crowd back into it a little bit. Nice job by Lindsay. Take it off and bringing it into Wildcats territory. Good sell on a run, and he takes off for the first.
All right, we go to a timeout. 1:55 to go in the second. 24-0 New Hampshire.
You get yourself to class. You show up for meetings, at home and at work. Your flex is making time for yourself and your community, no matter what. Soon, CDTA will introduce its biggest flex yet, with added mobility options that let you bike, scoot, and share. Wherever you go, however you choose to get there, you can count on CDTA. We're here to keep you safe and the region moving forward.
Hi, everybody. I'm Roger Weiland. Join me along with Michael Johnson Jr. every Monday through Friday from 10 to 1 for Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team.
And make sure you start your day at 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with DiPietro and Rothenberg right here on 104.5 The Team.
Hey, I'm Dan Ball. Join me every weekday afternoon from 3 to 7 p.m. as I bring you The Drive on 104.5 The Team. Don't forget to tune in and catch New York Yankees baseball, Buffalo Bills football, the NFL on Westwood One, and more on the Capital Region's home for New York sports, 104.5 The Team.
And we're back at Casey Stadium. Long run by Trey Lindsey, the backup quarterback, and we'll see if he remains in the game, and he does. From Montgomery, Alabama, grad student, 6'2", 206. Appeared in 4 contests a year ago, recorded 22 passing yards, so a limited time, but he's been around the program.
Yep.
Smart young man, and got some talent, no doubt about that. And Lindsey hands it off on a reverse to Cooney that gets a yard. Nothing easy against this UNH defense.
No, sir.
Josiah Silver. And we got penalty flags being thrown, and let's see what this is all about. Personal fouls all over the place here. We'll see who started this
is gonna be
and how they're going to sort through it, but a lot of pushing and shoving, and UNH coach not happy. And
yeah, that might be. I'm not sure if that was Levi Wentz. Boy, yeah, New Hampshire's fired up here. Frustration penalty, to say the least, Raj, for the Great Danes. No need to do that. Understand you're down 24, but that's only going to make matters worse if you're not controlling your emotions.
Yeah, there's not, you know, the unsportsmanlike conduct 15-yard penalties just are, they do nobody any good.
Yeah, they're head scratchers.
And what do I always say? Why? Why?
Why? Just control it. Just
now,
control
if that those goes against UAlbany, you're talking, you know, 15-yard penalty.
The ball almost hit the red zone.
And you desperately need points here.
Yes, you do.
There's only 1:40 to go in the second quarter. And boy, that was a complete shove by Noah Strawberry, number 11, on Levi Wentz. That was plain as day.
Oh, he made that's a big no-no. Levi Wentz made contact with head coach Ricky Santos.
Okay.
He tapped his head and is not hard, but that's where the coaching staff lost their mind.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 11, Albany. 15-yard penalty. That also results in a 10-second runoff. Please reset the game clock to 1:30. Second down.
So Noah Stansbury actually had the push on Levi Wentz. We saw that, but then after that happened,
yeah,
once Wentz get up, he pushes Ricky Santos.
A little tap in the head. That's a big no-no.
He didn't push him, but a tap in the head, and that's a penalty, no doubt about it.
Here it is again. Look at that. He tipped his hat.
He tipped his hat back.
And Santos actually did come over and offer to help him up, too. So that's a horrible play for Levi Wentz. You can't do that.
And sacked is Lindsey, and that's Josiah Silver again. Another sack. That's 11 and a half on the season. No answers for Josiah Silver today in that defensive line of UNH.
I mean, we are essentially delaying the inevitable that this dude is going to at least get 2 sacks this afternoon and get his average. He is just so tenacious. It makes it look easy sometimes. Goes right around a lot too late.
And 3rd and 31 now, back at the 35. Trips near side to the left Handoff, face-all, Aiden, a little bit of room to run, penalty flag down. Aiden runs to the 44-yard line, and it'll be 4th and very long, and Owen Lawson to punt, but this is see what the penalty is against. Probably a hold against UAlbany.
Might be
if
right
I
on
were to
that.
guess.
Yeah.
Holding. 77 offense. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
And the hold on Latulip.
Nice holding Silver, because that's a tough matchup.
Yes.
So those two have been going at it, and he's done a fair, Latulip, what do you expect? I mean, that's a brutal matchup.
Lawson on the field to
And he did hold Silver.
ball forward. Did the right thing.
So Owen Lawson to punt. Corcoran goes back deep to receive. They're coming to block the punt, and Lawson gets it away. It's a good punt. Hits at the 19-yard line, takes a UAlbany bounce, and down at the 17 with no return. And a 43-yard punt. No return, 24 seconds to go in the second quarter. And UAlbany down 24-0 here.
Now, what does New Hampshire do here? Do you just take this to halftime, or if you're Ricky Santos, is this thing got a little bit more personal after you just had a UAlbany player make a little gesture and hit your hat? I doubt that they're going to do anything.
It looks like they're just going to take a knee and,
Yeah.
and be very happy going to the locker room up 24-0 here today. And that's a knee by Seth Morgan. And this started very quickly by New Hampshire on their first series. And it ends with a field goal late in the second quarter and a dominating performance by the UNH defense here in this first half. UAlbany have no answers on offense today.
No.
And they're down 24-0 at the half.
It was all New Hampshire, Raj. Dominance first half. See if Coach Gattuso can turn things around, and they have answers in the second half.
Halftime, UNH up 24-0 on Flow Sports.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
Who do you want by your side when you're about to do something amazing? It's not about how much you have or who you know. This is a matter of trust. Because one can do it alone, but two can do it even better. SEFCU and Capcom are now Broadview, giving you the power and service you deserve from your financial partner. When you want to know who's by your side, open your eyes and take a look around. That's where we'll be. Welcome to Broadview.
You get yourself to class. You show up for meetings, at home and at work. Your flex is making time for yourself and your community, no matter what. Soon, CDTA will introduce its biggest flex yet, with added mobility options that let you bike, scoot, and share. Wherever you go, however you choose to get there, you can count on CDTA. We're here to keep you safe and the region moving forward.
Hi, everybody. I'm Roger Weiland. Join me along with Michael Johnson Jr. every Monday through Friday from 10 to 1 for Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team.
And make sure you start your day at 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with DiPietro and Rothenberg right here on 104.5 The Team.
Hey, I'm Dan Ball. Join me every weekday afternoon from 3 to 7 p.m. as I bring you The Drive on 104.5 The Team. Don't forget to tune in and catch New York Yankees baseball, Buffalo Bills football, the NFL on Westwood One, and more on the Capital Region's home for New York sports, 104.5 The Team.
At the University at Albany, turn ideas into action. Turn curiosity into cures. Turn grit into glory. turn passion into purpose. The University at Albany is home for dreamers and achievers just like you. At the University at Albany, unleash greatness.
Do you have an Android? Do you have an iPhone? Do you drive a car? All these things now are being significantly impacted by artificial intelligence.
AI will be driven by the next generation of students.
So we built an AI supercomputer engineered for performance and speed.
For us to hit real-world problems, we really need to invest in a computing that is comparable to what is available in the private domain. So we decided, let's focus on building a computer system here, which is second to none, but most importantly, it'll give students the power to use our AI computing to help people.
The power of AI changes our relationship between businesses and customers, transforms our ability to find innovative health cures and solutions. I am so excited about the investments that the state of New York is willing to make in this space.
UAlbany's AI Plus initiative is a tremendous stride backed by New York's $75 million investment last year that will solidify our position on the world stage and ensure any student can get a proper grounding in these paradigm-shifting technologies.
We're the only institution in SUNY that has this 24-node NVIDIA system, 5 petabytes of all-flash storage, and it accounts for the smaller computational needs right up to massive jobs.
This is a major step forward for the University at Albany. We are national leaders, so when these discussions about AI started emerging, we wanted to take a lead and we wanted to provide the resources in terms of the faculty, but also in terms of the technology in order for us to move forward.
By being a student at UAlbany, you have the luxury of being able to use a real AI system in your course rather than speak about it or learn about it in simply an abstract way.
The goal is for you, no matter if you're in philosophy, engineering, sociology, history, or chemistry, to better understand what is AI, what is it useful for, what are the impacts, and how can it benefit your growth and your development.
You cannot think of students sitting 5 years to get one solution. So the importance of this large cluster that we have invested in is that researchers can take a real-world problem and do machine learning and come up with solutions in a week's time perhaps, right? Which we could not do before. What we are doing at UAlbany is we are showing how AI can be used in education. Our AI Plus program is, in my opinion, one of the most innovative programs in the country.
The goal is having our students really becoming engaged global citizens who are using this technology, this know-how, and this expertise to transform the world. That's where we're heading, and I think we're headed in the right direction.
And we are at halftime, and UNH on top of UAlbany 24-0. Here are some scores from around the CAA conference. Oklahoma 42-7 on Maine. Monmouth with a lead at Rhode Island at the half. Villanova down to Hampton in the second quarter. Richmond's got a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. William and Mary rolling over NCA&T. Stony Brook, much improved Stony Brook team with a lead at Bryant right now. That's close, 10-7. And Eline leads over Campbell 7-0. No finals yet in those games in the CAA conference. And here, of course, 24-0 in favor of UNH.
How about that? Oklahoma matching up against Maine. That's late in the year for a matchup like that, right? Man, whew.
So UNH will have the football first when they come back and resume play here, and they're going to try to really put some distance in this game. And UAlbany offensively, they've got to figure it out. They got to figure out how to move the ball and get points on the board. And that defense has just been a handful.
It's been all Wildcats.
Really has been a handful.
Silver already with 2 sacks. I mean, Burkett's just not able, or Lindsay, to throw the ball downfield at all either.
All right, when we come back, we have a special guest. The field hockey program here at UAlbany is undefeated. We'll talk to Allison Smidsom when we return. Halftime, UNH 24-0 on UAlbany. And we are back at halftime at KC Stadium, and UAlbany with some work to do. UNH very strong first half, and they lead 24-0. One of the top programs at UAlbany year in, year out is field hockey, and they're at it again. They are undefeated, finished the regular season undefeated, and their two-time captain is Allison Smidsom, and she joins me here in the booth. Allison, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I mean, not easy to go undefeated in a regular season. Tell me about the start and what kind of team you have.
I think the team's been very great. We're basically a group of best friends who've all gotten really close over the past few months, and the year's been going great so far. We've had some ups and downs, but we hope to finish strong, as this is my last season here at UAlbany.
Is this, I always feel field hockey is very strong at the University at Albany. How do you compare this to some of the other teams that you're on?
I mean, we've had a very good year this year, and compared to the other teams, I think we are definitely up there with the top programs. And
is it a veteran group, senior laden?
Definitely better. Yeah, I think definitely growing as a person over the past 4 years. It's definitely been so good to be a captain for this team. Just an amazing group of girls, and yeah, we hope we can finish strong.
You lead the conference in every field player stat except assists per game. Yes. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Give me your field hockey background. I mean, have you always played this sport? And obviously you were very good at it. But give me the background of how you landed at the University of Albany.
So I've been playing field hockey since I was 4 years old. Basically my entire life.
Yeah.
I've just grown into the sport since I was a little toddler, and I've always loved the sport. And especially coming here to the United States, it was very impressive how sports is so important over here, and combining it with my studies. And here at UAlbany, I've just had a great 4 years, and I hope we can finish it good.
Well, I know one thing. They are happy to have you here, and you've got the tournament coming up, right?
Yes.
The America East tournament. Break that down for me a little bit.
Next week we'll play our first semifinal at 2 p.m. here at home. We'll play the number 4 or number 5 seed, who will play on Thursday. So we hope we can play that game, win that game, and go on to the final on Sunday.
What's the mentality of this team when you guys know you're the team to beat? You're the number 1 seed. What kind of discussions do you guys have about making sure you're focused and ready to go?
I mean, just staying humble, staying with our both feet on the ground, taking it day by day, step by step, and just learning and growing as a team and staying united.
Well, listen, you've done it so far. Keep it rolling in the America East Conference and get to the NCAAs. I see the last time UAlbany was in a Final Four for first time since 2014.
Yes.
The Great Danes went to the Final Four that year, so
I know.
maybe you got that kind of team.
10 years ago, maybe we can do it again this
year. Oh, you knew that stat, didn't you? Allison, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Good luck to the field hockey team in the upcoming America East tournament. We come back, more from Casey Stadium, some halftime stats here with the UAlbany Great Danes with some work to do, down 24-0 to New Hampshire.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
You get yourself to class. You show up for meetings, at home and at work. Your flex is making time for yourself and your community, no matter what. Soon, CDTA will introduce its biggest flex yet, with added mobility options that let you bike, scoot, and share. Wherever you go, however you choose to get there, you can count on CDTA. We're here to keep you safe and the region moving forward.
Hi, everybody. I'm Roger Weiland. Join me along with Michael Johnson Jr. every Monday through Friday from 10 to 1 for Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team.
And make sure you start your day at 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with DiPietro and Rothenberg right here on 104.5 The Team.
Hey, I'm Dan Ball. Join me every weekday afternoon from 3 to 7 p.m. as I bring you The Drive on 104.5 The Team. Don't forget to tune in and catch New York Yankees baseball, Buffalo Bills football, the NFL on Westwood One, and more on the Capital Region's home for New York sports, 104.5 The Team.
CAA football is action-packed.
CAA football is thrilling.
CAA football is gritty.
CAA football is competitive.
CAA football is grit and grind.
CAA football is exciting.
CAA football is tough.
CAA football is relentless.
CAA football is persistent. CAA football is incredible.
CAA football is excellence.
CAA football is lights out.
CAA football is the standard.
CAA football united in excellence.
Another rock and roll weekend.
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
Roger Weiland along with Michael Johnson Jr., Jonathan Fry, my son Brady. We got a whole booth here. Halftime, and MJ, UAlbany needs to figure this out, down 24-0. But credit UNH. They came out, jumped on UAlbany early, forced some turnovers, and then their defense is just really locked in.
Yeah, and from the get-go, too, 86-yard touchdown to start the game, and New Hampshire really never looked back. Scored on almost every possession, and UAlbany still has yet to even reach the red zone. So it was all Wildcats, and UAlbany is going to need some halftime adjustments to get back into this football game.
All right, here we go. Here is the start by UNH, MJ.
How about the throw? Seth Morgan, blown coverage. And away they go. Ron Holmes was obviously in coverage, some miscommunication and some poor positioning. 86 yards, and just like that, New Hampshire, Caleb Burke to the house.
Yep, Caleb Burke. And Caleb with his sixth touchdown of the season, the 6'1" junior down the sidelines to get the Wildcats going, and they will just continue to go. And this is a nice grab, good concentration by Logan Tomlinson, their top receiver. And now it's a 14-0 game, and Miles Burkett with the pick 6. And returning that for a touchdown is Wande Owens.
How about that?
Into the end zone, and UAlbany digging themselves a very big hole that they're still trying to climb themselves out of. And that's a completion there to Marquise Dietz. And then Trey Lindsay, or that's still Burkett, to Levi Wentz, who gets crunched there. Somehow Levi does a good job holding on to that football. and then Miles Burkett went out with an injury. And in came the backup quarterback, and Trey Lindsay runs for big yards. We expect Miles Burkett, though, to be under center when the third quarter begins. How about some stats here in this first half?
Yeah, it was obviously it was a good and an even, a relatively even first half. As you see, both teams are actually not even. It was one-sided. New Hampshire in favor and has a significant number more yards than the Great Danes do. You look 24-0, 32 rushing yards. That's the only stat, and that's because of Lindsay's run towards the end of the first half. Passing yards 172 to 56, and pretty much everything after that except for time of possession in favor of the Wildcats.
We'll come back. Second half coming up. Beginning of the third quarter, UAlbany down 24-0 to New Hampshire. And we are set to go here on Flow Sports on this Saturday from Casey Stadium. CAA Conference, and the University of New Hampshire leading the University of Albany Great Danes 24-0, and UNH will get the ball to start the third quarter. They won the toss. Ricky Santos defers to the second half, which is exactly how Greg Gattuso rolls with it. And when you get a nice lead like this, you get the ball to be the third quarter. Obviously, the advantage to the Wildcats here. And we are underway in the third quarter. And on the return, with some room to run for New Hampshire,
penalty flag down.
Caleb Mead on the return there. We'll see what the flag's about. Another nice.
Back 22 receiving team. Half the distance from the spot of the foul. First down.
So Tavian Williams on the receiving team with the illegal block, and that'll bring the nice return by Caleb Mead back. And they'll actually start this first possession at the 7-yard line. So a good opportunity if you're UAlbany's defense here to put up a stand and force a punt and maybe get the offense rolling a little bit.
Without question, Raj. I mean, it's a costly penalty in a first half that didn't see many stoppages due to penalties, and now New Hampshire back inside their own 10-yard line, the furthest they've been pinned back so far this game. It had a chance, like you said, for Billy Nestle's group to jump on them and give the ball back to your offense with decent field position.
So 1st and 10, they'll start at the 7-yard line for senior quarterback Seth Morgan. Burke goes in motion. Handoff running to the near side of the field, crossing the 10, tackled at the 12 is Thompson. Dante Lunan, UAlbany's leading tackler, with the stop. A gain of 5, second down and 5 for the Wildcats. UAlbany at 3-5 overall, 1-3 in the conference. UNH 4-4 overall, and 2-2 in the CAA. 2nd down and 5 from the 12. Tomlinson goes split wide to the left. One running back next to Morgan, the quarterback, and now circling in the backfield is Burke. And they're going to get him the football, and he's going to run for a 1st down on the far side of the field to about the 23, 24-yard line. Burke gets the ball going in motion.
Yeah, good motion play. UAlbany looked a little confused at the line of scrimmage. Take advantage of that, using that pre-snap motion, like I mentioned, as a key in the open. Getting the 1st down is Burke, who, again, had the big play going back, that 86-yard touchdown. It catapulted this Wildcats team, and they have literally hit the ground running since then. Have been very tough to stop in all phases.
1st and 10 at the 21. 3 wide receivers set. They line the tight end up on the right side in Ramshaw. And the snap and the handoff, running near side right is Thompson. Breaks 1 tackle and then gets crunched at the 25, and a late flag comes in. Miles Thompson, the ball carrier.
They're going to get a helmet to helmet at the end
they
of this?
might.
85, offense.
Holding.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Remains 1st down.
Yeah, I saw the same thing you did on the
Yeah,
hit,
I thought, right?
Izamaway with the tackle in the secondary for UAlbany. But you heard the penalty is against the tight end, Ramshaw. Really a big sequence here for the UAlbany defense more than anything. Down 24-0. Need to try and give your offense some good field position here to begin the 3rd quarter. 3 receivers to the left for the Wildcats on a 1st down and 19 back at their 12-yard line. And that's a offsides.
Deshaun Dixon might have jumped here.
He did. Junior nose guard jumping offsides. That's what it looks like from the booth.
Offsides. Defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
And that is exactly the call. And that'll bring the ball to the 17-yard line. So a 1st and 14 from the 17. 3 receivers far side left. UAlbany rushing 4. And the handoff straight ahead. Thompson to the 22-yard line. Paris Smiley with the tackle for the Great Danes. 2nd and 9.
And again, if you're New Hampshire, you're really in no rush or hurry to give the ball back. You know, run the football, try and take as much time as you can with this big lead. Just by chance, you know, if UAlbany starts to get something going when they get the football to try and come back.
2nd and 9. Tomlinson in motion now at the bottom of your screen. Back to throw. They're going to throw it to him, and it's complete at the 28. Couple of yards shy of a 1st down. As Smiley made the tackle, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and short.
Let me dial it up here, right? Bring a couple edge rushers. This is where Cam Stodhill, number 24, is so unique and dynamic on this defense. See where they use him. They're going to line him up to blitz. They're going to drop him back in coverage. He already has a sack on the afternoon. Watch out for number 24 on that far side of the field. See what he's going to do in this play.
3rd and 4 for New Hampshire at their own 27. 11:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Morgan takes the snap there. Coming, they did block Stodhill, but it forced a throw to the far side left. It had too much on it, and that was because Stodhill was coming with some pressure, and Seth Morgan just threw it away. There wasn't a receiver on that side, but you know what I'm saying, the pressure there was big
They
for
sensed
Stodhill.
it, yeah.
So UAlbany should get good field position here after the punt. Sean Lehane, veteran punter for the Wildcats, will punt from the 15-yard line. It's a short one. Carter lets it go, and it'll roll out of bounds at the 36-yard line. And time for the UAlbany offense, if they want to get back into this game, needs to get something going here with 11:23 to go in the third quarter. A 36-yard punt by Sean Lehane and no return.
That they do, Roger, but use a football cliche. It could be a tale of two halves, and that is literally what UAlbany is going to have to hope is the case here today. And you know, you're not going to be able to probably run the football that much. A, because New Hampshire shut you down, and B, because time is not on your side down 24. But Lindsay still under center for the Great Danes.
So Trey Lindsay gets the start to begin the third quarter, and more of the same though when they try to run the football. There's just nowhere to go.
Nowhere.
Number 0, Faisal.
That was the carry by Faisal Aiden.
On the tackle, number 14, Duncan Moreland.
And only 32 yards really on the ground.
Yeah, just have not been able to run the football today.
Nope.
And there's the grad student from Montgomery, Alabama. No gain on the play. I give him a yard. 2nd and 9. And Trey Lindsay shotgun formation. Dietz goes in motion. Handoff Aiden, and he gets close to the 40-yard line. A couple of more yards, but it's going to be about a 3rd and 5 for UAlbany to try to get a first down here.
Yeah, and again, I respect it, trying to establish some sort of semblance of the running game here, but New Hampshire just does such a good job exploding and penetrating right through the UAlbany offensive line. I mean, whether it's Aiden, whether it's Uga, or even it's a quarterback design run, UAlbany has had no answers, but this is a chance to keep the drive alive. Trey Lindsay hasn't completed many passes so far. You'd love to see him do it here.
3rd and 6, 2 receivers near side left. Faisal goes in motion out of the backfield, throw over the middle, incomplete. Birdie wanted a flag, and he's going to get one.
Yeah.
Caden Birdie with that late flag coming in on the far side of the field.
That's going to be.
This will be a pass interference.
That's going to be Caleb Mead, number 4, draped around the back of Caden Birdie, obvious PI.
Defense, number 14. Ball be placed at spot of the foul. Automatic, first down.
Excuse me, that's Duncan Moreland, number 14.
It's a big drive by this UAlbany offense, down 24-0 here in the third quarter. Pass interference call against the Wildcats. 1st and 10, UAlbany at their own 49-yard line. You see the pass interference call right there on your screen, and now we're back to live action, and this pass is incomplete, dangerous throw on the near side of the field, I can tell you that.
Anytime
Williams was waiting right there for the pick.
Yeah, across the field, across your body is usually a no-no, and it's always risking. You hold your breath as that ball's in the air. Fortunate the Great Danes didn't have a turnover, and now you got it with 2nd down near midfield. Can you take advantage of bringing it? I mean, UAlbany's only had it, twice inside New Hampshire's territory, and every single offensive drive they've had has either ended in a turnover or a punt, so you obviously really need to change that on this drive.
2nd down and 10 at the 49 of UAlbany. Lindsay back to throw. Throws complete. That's Dietz. He's got a first down to the 36-yard line of the Wildcats, and they'll move the sticks. Tackle on the play by Brendan Ty, the free safety.
Yeah, zone coverage, cover 2, but just wide open is Dietz. And it's a great find for Lindsay, too. Good composure back there. Job by the offensive line to give him a couple of seconds to throw. And he finds a wide open Dietz.
At the 37-yard line of New Hampshire, 1st down and 10. Trips to the far side right. And Lindsay takes the snap, fakes the throw. Now he's going to run it, tries to find some space and gets tackled. And he gets spun down at the 34-yard line, a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Ryan Toscano, the linebacker. They play at 4-2. Toscano and Perkins, the linebacking core for UNH. And Silver and Politano and Sherrard and Ruiz, the guys up front. 2nd down and 7 at the New Hampshire 34. This is the deepest part they've been all game. And that's JoJo Uga with a hole to run through. Bounces off a tackler, and a good hard run by JoJo, very close to a first down at the 26-yard line, and he will have enough. Nice hard running by the freshman from Hyde Park, Massachusetts.
And he got it right past, and they ran right behind who? Ozzie Hutchinson, big number 65, the left tackle. Design run that way. As you look right here on the far side, Hutchinson does a nice job in between the left tackle and the left guard. That's a good run by Uga.
That's the biggest hole we've seen all day.
It really is.
Created by that UAlbany offense.
Closest they have been to scoring so far at the New Hampshire 26.
Nearing the Reimer red zone. 1st and 10 at the 26. Lindsey back to throw, throws right, got a receiver open, that's Dietz wide open, and he takes it inside the 10 and down to the 9 for a first down with a penalty marker down. Skinner with the tackle for New Hampshire.
Ineligible man downfield, number 58. Offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Chance Roberts, lineman downfield.
That's a rough, really rough break for UAlbany. You had a chance to make your first trip inside the red zone at the 9-yard line. The penalty obviously negates that. Now you're back to the 31. That was a good-looking play, though. A lot of space, just an out route for Dietz. They're playing off of him, and it was a good throw by Lindsey, too, but it doesn't count.
No, it doesn't. Now it sets up a 1st and 15 back at the 31. 2 receivers near side left, 1 far side right. Slot right. Lindsey, shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff to Aiden. Pressured, throws, and it's incomplete. He had Carter open at the 17-yard line, but can't make the completion, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not only did he have Carter, Raj, he has Levi Wentz with separation in the end zone, but the pass rush on the left-hand side, his blind side, makes him move Trey Lindsey up in the pocket and doesn't see him. And then that forced the incompletion over the middle. He had not 1 but 2 guys open on that first down.
And the incompletion brings up a second down and 15 from the 31. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to the left and 2 to the right. And Lindsey takes the snap in the gun, looks over the middle, has Levi Wentz, cannot hold on. Levi Wentz wants that one back. It was a good throw by Lindsey, and Wentz just dropped the ball.
That is just brutal if you're Levi Wentz. And a rare drop from a now veteran receiver for the Great Danes, right? It's a perfect strike by Lindsey. That's got to be caught. Hits you right in the chest, both hands. No excuse. He knows it based on his reaction there, and that's a costly killer drop because now you got 3rd and long.
3rd down and 15. This is 4-down territory, down
without
24-0.
Yep.
4 wide receiver set. Lindsey back to throw, pressured, gets away from 1, still on his feet, time to throw, and now Silver with the sack back at the 36-yard line. Couldn't find a receiver open, and Silver gets the sack. There is a penalty.
Yeah, this might be a hold on the defense based on the one official.
Holding. Defense, number 24. 10-yard penalty. Automatic, first down.
Yeah, that's Skinner with the hold on for New Hampshire. I think he was holding Dietz.
He was. And that is Trey Lindsey, scrambling trying to make that play happen, too. He escapes about 5 different guys, and it forces the secondary into some tough plays as the receivers are going against their routes. And hence the hold. UAlbany catches a break.
So 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line of New Hampshire. And whistles are blown here before the snap of the ball. And now we're set to go. Faisal Aiden in the backfield. Trey Lindsey at quarterback, 2 receivers in Carter and Wentz to the far side right. Tight end lined up on the right side. 1st and 10, the snap. You're a little option in the pitch to Faisal Aiden, not fooling anybody. That is a nice job by Brendan Ty to throw Faisal Aiden for a loss on that play. Loss of 5 back to the 26-yard line.
Good play by Ty. Coming up, New Hampshire's got a lot of safeties that can do a lot of different things. Very dynamic players. Can drop back into coverage or right there at high, making an explosive play to get through the line of scrimmage.
5:55 to go in the third. New Hampshire leading 24-0. UAlbany trying to get points on the board on this drive. Dietz and Carter, the wide receivers, at the bottom of your screen left. And a fake by Lindsay, and a completion to Carter. He's open inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's about 3rd and 3.
To bring up 3rd down. And Skinner with the tackle as UAlbany enters the Reimer red zone.
Officially for the first time today. Good job by Trey Lindsay. You can tell he's getting a little more comfortable back there. He throws a good ball. And you give him a little bit of time to throw, which again is easier said than done against this New Hampshire defensive front. He can do things like that. This is a huge play.
3rd down and 3 for UAlbany at the New Hampshire 14. Lindsay back to throw, going to Birdie, and it's incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
A little bit of a miscommunication on that route. I think he threw it to the wrong shoulder. Looking for Jakari Carter.
Well, you got to go for it here.
Field goals don't do you any good.
Field goals down 24-0 mean 0 in this game.
And only still already just under 20 minutes left in this game. Only 4:53 on the clock in the 3rd quarter. This is a monster play. UAlbany needs to get a conversion.
4th down and 3 for UAlbany at the New Hampshire 14-yard line. 2 receivers far side right. Levi Wentz bottom of your screen left. And Trey Lindsay, the grad student at quarterback. Back to throw, looks into the end zone, and Dietz can't hold on. Marquise Dietz had the ball. I mean, it was a perfectly thrown ball, and Dietz just could not bring it in. And that'll turn the ball over to UNH.
That's a tough one, Raj. Anytime a football hits the receiver and it hits both your hands, I don't care. There's no excuses. You have to catch the football. That's right there. Lindsay maybe a little high, sure, but you know what? It hit both of his hands.
It was a little high, but Dietz will want to have that one back. No question. Timeout with 4:49 to go in the 3rd.
All right, fans, we've got Zane and Muhammad with us today. And it's time for today's Twisted Tea Get Sacked contest. Here's what the contestants have to do. We've got 2 contestants at the 20-yard line. They have to get in the sack and race down to the goal line. And the first contestant to cross the goal line will be our winner and will receive a prize courtesy of Twisted Tea. All right, Zane and Muhammad, are you guys ready? On your mark, get set, and go. All right, the green sack is already well beyond. I'm not sure who that is, Zane or Muhammad, but Muhammad's doing a great job in the green sack. And he's all the way into the end zone. Muhammad, you've just won today's race.
Welcome back to Casey Stadium. UAlbany down 24-0 here in the 3rd quarter. UAlbany football sponsored by Broadview, the official financial institution of the Great Danes. Bone and Joint Center, orthopedic excellence and exceptional care. And by CDPHP, a plan for life. And UAlbany was in the Reimer red zone, but now could not convert on the last play, and Marquise Dietz couldn't come down with the pass, and now UNH gets it back on offense, and they get rolling with that run. On a 1st down run.
Thomason, number 23, tackled by number
Miles Thompson. Here's a look at this replay again. A handoff, and he found a hole off the left side, MJ, and Nice move right there.
I was going to say the move, Raj, sets up an extra 10 to 12 yards there for Thompson. Little shimmy juke move, and man, New Hampshire, I mean, you don't care how you do it, but again, catching a break, and all the breaks have gone New Hampshire's way this afternoon. And a tough look again, watching that replay again for Marquise Dietz. The throw was high, but he's still got to find a way to come down with that football.
1st and 10 at the 30. Handoff again on the ground. Thompson again for 2 yards, 2nd down and 8. The clock obviously in big favor of the Wildcats, and Ricky Santos trying to put together a drive and continue to work that clock. Balansama Camara with the tackle for the Great Danes. 2nd and 8 from their own 32. Tomlinson and Corcoran go far side to the left. One receiver, bottom of your screen right. And the tight end lines up on the right side. 2nd and 8 from the 32. Snap to Morgan. Handoff running to the right side in a big hole, and a 1st down. Out to the 44-yard line runs Denzel Gibson, the redshirt freshman.
Handoff to number 29, Denzel Gibson.
And New Hampshire really starting to establish a nice run game, too. They only had 31 yards on the ground.
44-yard line.
Clock running out the rest of this 3rd quarter on the ground.
Paris Smiley made that tackle for the Great Danes, number 29. But it's a 1st down run. 1st and 10 out to the 44-yard line with just 2:44 left in the 3rd quarter. Seth Morgan takes the snap, right back to Gibson again, runs the left side and gets to the 47-yard line. A gain of 3 yards, 2nd down and 7. Denzel Gibson, redshirt freshman. Ron Holmes makes the tackle for the Great Danes, number 5.
Ball started at the 48-yard line. Be 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 at the 48-yard line.
I got to say, I'm impressed with you there, partner, not being too distracted with your Nittany Lions playing a big one against Ohio State. Stay in discipline.
Yeah, it's close.
That's what the people want.
They're going to the 4th quarter.
As soon as I say that, I need to start scoreboard watching.
2nd and 6 at the 48. Handoff Thompson, short of the 1st down. The crosses midfield and gets into UAlbany territory at the 47. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the 1st.
I don't even talked about it as much, Raj, but the UNH New Hampshire offensive line has done a nice job this afternoon, too. Feels like UAlbany hasn't been able to put a lot of pressure on Seth Morgan and starting to be able to run the football, too.
Yeah, Ola Ide. Tolu Ola Ide is the left tackle, and then Swain and Poirier, Maklevich, Davis, the group up front for the Wildcats. 3rd and 2, see if they run it again. And they do, but not for a 1st down. That's a nice play by Balansama.
Hand off to Thomason. Thomason looking for the 1st down.
He's made a couple this afternoon, right? Getting some more playing time. He's done a nice job. He's right there. Nowhere at all for Thompson to go.
So we're rolling with Balansama.
I like it.
Or is it Balansama? You'll have to ask the player directly.
Well, I think at my 1st year with you, we were calling June Kaj Junkage.
Oh, yeah, for a good portion of the season.
Yeah, we were forgiven for that. So nobody's perfect. But
4th and 3, and they're going for it. 25 seconds up, 24-0. They're like, well, maybe not.
This is
maybe
something.
Not. That's going to lead us to a timeout with 22 seconds left in the 3rd. UAlbany down 24-0, and this will go in as a media timeout. So we'll step aside on Flow Sports.
Hey, football fans, FloFootball is making sure all
You get yourself to class. You show up for meetings, at home and at work. Your flex is making time for yourself and your community, no matter what. Soon, CDTA will introduce its biggest flex yet, with added mobility options that let you bike, scoot, and share. Wherever you go, however you choose to get there, you can count on CDTA. We're here to keep you safe and the region moving forward.
Who do you want by your side when you're about to do something amazing? It's not about how much you have or who you know. This is a matter of trust. Because one can do it alone, but two can do it even better. SEFCU and Capcom are now Broadview, giving you the power and service you deserve from your financial partner. When you want to know who's by your side, open your eyes and take a look around. That's where we'll be. Welcome to Broadview.
Back at Casey Stadium with 22 seconds to go in the third. UAlbany trailing New Hampshire. Maybe we should say New Hampshire leads UAlbany 24-14. They get the love today, right? They played a tremendous game here on the road. And they are going to punt the ball instead of going for it. And I think a smart decision by Coach Santos. I mean, you still got a whole fourth quarter to go. Why give UAlbany field position if they would come up with a stop on 4th and 3, the field position? And this punt looks like it's headed to the end zone. Oh, it just dies right there at the 8 and then rolls to the 12. And that's an outstanding punt right there to give UAlbany not great field position by Sean Lehane. 37-yard punt by Lehane, a veteran punter for the Wildcats. And UAlbany will have possession, but not great field position because of that outstanding punt. They'll start at their own 12-yard line.
UAlbany ball on their own 12-yard line.
Miles Burkett got hurt in the first half and has not returned. So the team being run by Trey Lindsay.
Probably only time for about a play here.
Yep, 11 seconds to go, won't be much. 3 wide receiver set, 2 at the bottom of your screen, and they're going to throw it to one of them, and that is a completion to Dietz, but maybe a yard gain. A quick tackle by Owens, who's played a nice game here today to run out the clock in the third quarter. Owens has the pick 6 for New Hampshire. And we're going to the fourth quarter. And right now, it is all New Hampshire enjoying a 24-0 lead on the road at UAlbany. And we're back, starting the fourth quarter here on Flow Sports. CAA conference game at Casey Stadium at UAlbany. And the Great Danes are down 24-0 to start the fourth. It'll be Great Danes ball, 2nd down and 9 from their own 13-yard line. Dietz goes in motion, now circles around in the backfield. Fake the handoff, and Lindsey runs it to the 16-yard line. Gain of 3 to bring up 3rd down. UAlbany offense just has not been able to get anything going.
No, sir, they have not. 84 yards through the air, just 41 on the ground, and 1 trip to the red zone, and couldn't convert on 4th down with a drop touchdown in the end zone to what would have been touchdown, to Marquise Dietz. And now you 3rd and 6 at your own 16, just hoping for some sort of break.
2 receivers to the left. Lindsey looks left and throws underneath, and that is Wentz, and he has a 1st down at the 26-yard line. Owens with the tackle.
That was a creative way to use Josiah Silver there. They lined him up behind safety. Then he came across the middle and almost got to the quarterback and Trey Lindsey.
1st down Wildcats out to the 25-yard line. 4 wide receiver set. 1 running back in the backfield next to Trey Lindsey, who takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Nobody open over the middle. He takes off and runs with it. He runs for a 1st down. And out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Unless he ran out 1 yard short of the 1st down.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yard,
he
would have
did,
the
yeah.
1st
Yeah,
down.
2nd and 1.
Yeah.
Gain of 9, and brings up 2nd and 1. Ball's up to the 34.
Gain of 9 on the scramble run by Lindsey. 2nd and 1 at the 34. Faisal Aiden in the backfield. Lindsey takes the snap, going to throw it on 2nd and 1, steps up and throws the ball away. I think he got that throw off, as guess who? Silver was ready to record another sack here in this game. He's got 2 of them already.
Could make a case it was almost maybe a horse collar tackle. Must not have been enough from behind, but Silver is just everywhere, number 8. It does not matter. The longer the play lasts, the more of a chance he's going to get after you, and that was the case there.
So you got 2. You've got. I don't think you can punt here.
I mean, what good does giving the ball back do at this rate? Oh. Oh, they're going to take a look at what was a fumble.
Yeah, they are. But I'm pretty sure it looked like from up here his arm was going forward. He was trying to pass the ball. But Coach Santos next to the official there taking a look.
Might as well. You know. Oh boy, Raj, 20-13 Ohio State.
Well, I guess it shouldn't surprise anybody if Penn State loses to Ohio State. That would make it 8 in a row, and I believe 12 out of the last 13 games. The good news for Penn State is they're undefeated.
Right.
And it's 12 teams going to the tournament this year.
Yeah.
So a 1 loss is not going to mean much. If Ohio State loses today, that would be 2 losses for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, I would have loved to see, and there's still a little bit of time, but would love to see the Nittany Lions get that monkey off their back and get the win, right?
That would be nice. Next week, UAlbany.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Incomplete pass,
right
3rd down.
At Stony Brook next week for UAlbany, and where does UNH go? They're home to Monmouth. Just 3 games left, or 4 games left after today?
3 games left. 3, right? Stony Brook, Rhode Island,
and Hampton.
Yeah,
wow.
1 more home, 2 on the road. Man, oh man.
All right, set to go now out of the review. 3rd and 1 for UAlbany at their own 34-yard line in the 4th quarter, down 24-0. And Uga in the backfield, and that's who you hand the ball off to, and the freshman has a 1st down.
Easily.
Crosses the 40 into the 42. JoJo Uga is going to have a a very strong career here at UAlbany.
Without question. He has done a tremendous job.
We'll keep track of the number of tackles Silver has because they're starting to mount.
Yep.
1st and 10 at the 42 for the Great Danes.
He's got 5.
And 2 sacks?
Yeah.
Lindsey, shotgun formation, 3 receivers bunched up to the right, throws it over the middle. This time Wentz goes up and gets it. Nice grab. Levi Wentz to the 42-yard line of UNH. Stansbury with the tackle. And that's what you expect out of Wentz right there.
That's the Levi Wentz. We know the big physical target, the 6'2" frame, goes up and gets this one. Lindsey's throwing some good balls here. Really good strike, good spiral.
And right back to the air, going to Carter down the right sideline. It's incomplete at about the 15-yard line.
It's a heck of a play by Caleb Mead, number 4. Knocking that ball away last second from Carter.
To bring up a 2nd down.
2nd and 10, balls on UNH 43.
12:04 to go in the 4th. Here's a replay again.
Yeah.
He had time.
He did. One-on-one down the field.
This is outstanding coverage by Caleb Mead. 2nd and 10 from the UNH 43. Lindsey rolls out to his left. Gonna run with the ball and run out of bounds at about the 39. Got positive yards to bring up 3rd down and about 5 to go for the 1st.
Big play. They call it 3rd and 8. Only got 2 before it went out of bounds. So, yeah, and I thought it was a little bit more, too, right there with you. 3rd and 9. Yeah, only about a yard or so. So bring up 3rd and long. And, again, Lindsey's done a nice job since coming in, but going to need a big play here because time is not on your side. 11.5 minutes to go and still no points. No scoring in the 3rd quarter either.
Well, he got 2 yards on that.
Hey, he got 2, 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. We're not going to go 9 on that. Not with the ball's marked. And he's going to run it again. Can he get 8, 9 yards? He might be able to. He fumbles the ball, pounces on it. It'll be UAlbany ball, but about 2, 3 yards short of a 1st down after the run by Lindsey. And it will bring up 4th down, and clearly UAlbany down 24-0 will go for it.
Fortunate break, absolutely.
I mean, think about it, so far in the 2nd half, UAlbany's defense has not given up any points.
No, they haven't. There's been no scoring since the 2nd quarter, right? It was 24-0 throughout the entire 3rd quarter, and boy, that's a heck of a play from behind. It was a strip by Duncan Moreland, the safety, knocked that ball free.
4th down and 4, and timeout, New Hampshire. So they'll talk it over. UAlbany needs to get in the end zone if they have any chance here of coming back in this game. And even then, down 24.
Well, here's the thing.
Even if you get to 24-7, it's a long road.
And also, too, if it's 3 possessions, you have to get 3 2-point conversions, too. So is that in play here, too? Do you try to make it 24-8 if you score?
I would say that would be the yes, you would.
You got to convert this first.
Great Danes coming up on 4th down here. 4th and 4 at the UNH 37. And
this might be a free
play as Lindsey throws it down the left sideline, intended for Wentz, who caught the ball out of bounds, but this could be offsides, New Hampshire, and should be the 1st down.
Oh.
So offsides, New Hampshire on the count by Lindsey, gets him to jump off. There you see number 0.
Yep.
1st down for the Great Danes.
And that's Felix Ruiz. 1st down, UAlbany at the 32 of the Wildcats. Two receivers come near side right. 2 far side left. Lindsey in the gun. Remember, UAlbany without 7 McGee today. And they're going to throw it and trying to go to Jamal Cooney, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, almost got it.
And a penalty flag comes in late. Going to have pass interference. It's Jamal Cooney, the intended receiver. And pass interference is going to go against New Hampshire.
Pass interference, 7 on the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, first down.
That's Jonathan Collins Jr., the cornerback.
The ball is moved into the Reimer red zone.
Cooney did a good job. Second trip to the red zone of the game, the Reimer red zone for the Great Danes, Raj. And Cooney does a nice job going underneath this the defensive back here and creating the contact. And there it is right there. And allows the official to see it.
First and 10 at the 17, over the middle, open, and to the 1. Does he lunge in, Birdie? They're not going to give him the touchdown. Down at the 1-yard line in the throw by Trey Lindsay. And it's going to be a first and goal for the Great Danes as UAlbany in the Reimer red zone trying to get points now in the Reimer red zone. Their first points of the game, down 24-0. 10:15 to go in the fourth quarter.
He must have just been down before. That's quite the effort by Caden Birdie to extend.
Full house backfield. Lindsay works under center. And a quarterback keeper straight ahead. Lindsay, no signal, now a touchdown. Trey Lindsay behind Sean Duggery into the end zone from a yard out for a UAlbany touchdown.
There you go. Great Danes on the board. Lindsay's done a nice job, and he had to be expected. UAlbany's going to try and go for 2 with 9:56 remaining.
They will go for 2. 9:56 to go. And the Great Danes get on the board. Trey Lindsay in place of Miles Burkett, who was injured in the first half. And let's see what they dial up here. They've got 2 receivers to the right, and now Dietz goes in motion, circles out of the backfield, and Lindsay going to try to run it, and then pitches it to Faisal Aiden, and he's in. What a great job by Trey Lindsay. Looked like he was going to run it, then he pitched it out to the left, and wide open was Faisal Aiden, and he's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And
all right,
how about this replay, MJ?
How about this for Trey Lindsay, Raj? We love us some creativity. There's the score first on the QB sneak, and then it looked like he shifted his body and did a full 360, and then sees Faisal Aiden with a little option pitch. As here it is. Does a nice job, holds it around. Design, wait, I'm going to go that way. Hang on, I see Aiden. Pitch it out there, and it is now a 2-possession game.
And a timeout on Flow Sports, 24-8 UNH. And we're back at Casey Stadium, 24-8 after the UAlbany touchdown and successful 2-point conversion. James Bozick will tee it up for the Great Danes. 9:56 to go in the fourth. And Bozick will squib it down the middle. And falling on it at the 30-yard line for UNH is Denon Lamorris.
Denon Lamorris, number
And
44.
UNH will have it now. The UAlbany defense, obviously, it's still a long way to go to get back into this game. Needs to force some 3-and-outs here and get the ball back to the UAlbany offense. We'll see if they can do it.
Yeah, they do, Raj. And it's going to be a tall task, but you cut it to 2 possessions. You finally scored, and now it's up to your defense, who've done well, much better in the second half, have not allowed New Hampshire to score.
Seth Morgan, the senior, has him set. Hands it off to Thompson. Thompson gets over the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
Hand off to number 23, Miles Thomason.
And it is Miles Thomason.
Yeah.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up second.
I think I might have been calling him Thompson. It's Thomason.
Thomason, yeah.
He's carried the ball quite a bit today.
Yeah, 13 carries, about 52 yards on the game on the ground for Thomason.
2nd and 8. Back to throw. Morgan flushed out, and he's going to go down.
Deshaun Dixon.
Yes, sir. Deshaun Dixon with that pressure, and credit him for the sack from the nose guard spot. And it's a big 3rd down here for UAlbany to try to stay in this game.
Keeping UAlbany alive, keeping the crowd in it here. That's a good job and a great play by Dixon, who was initially getting stuffed by the right guard, Dilemasiewicz, and obviously after that, Dixon penetrates, gets under him a little bit, makes the sack, and now you got a 3rd and 13. Biggest play of the game so far for the defense. Need a stop.
3rd and 13 at their own 27. 3 receivers near side to the left. Morgan takes the snap, has some time, throws over the middle, and an open receiver tackled short of the 1st down. I think that's Paris Smiley with the tackle.
It is.
Going to be about a yard short. No, they're going to say he was at the stick. And they're going to give him the 1st down. Looked like the tackle was made short of the 1st down, but they are moving the sticks here. 1st down, New Hampshire on the completion.
That's rough.
To Corcoran.
Corcoran.
Thomason with the ball on 1st down, upended.
What a hit.
On the far side of the field by Irv Wiggins. He's wearing number 8 today in honor of the late, great A.J. Simon. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9.
Number 8, Irv Wiggins Jr. Gain of 1.
Clock is moving, though, with 7:35 to go in the 4th.
Hate to admit it, Raj, but
yeah, I see
Ohio
that.
State with the
Buckeyes.
final. Yeah.
Make it 8 in a row against the Nittany Lions.
Whew.
This cannot beat Ohio State.
Brutal.
2nd and 9 for New Hampshire. And the handoff running left for a few more yards is the red shirt freshman Denzel Gibson. Tackle on the play by Troy Berschwinger out of Guilderland High School here in the Capital Region. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 at the 44-yard line for the Wildcats. Up 24-8 in the 4th quarter. Very fast-paced game here today.
You're not kidding.
Moving right along. 3rd down, 6. 3 receivers stacked up on the near side left at the bottom of your screen. Morgan goes back to throw. Tons of time, rolls out, runs with it. 1st down and more. Slides inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. And a big play by their senior quarterback, who did not play last week but got himself back and ready to go. Seth Morgan has had a really good season. He's thrown for a lot of touchdowns and a lot of yardage.
Nice job by Morgan here in New Hampshire, bringing this clock under 6 minutes to go. And UAlbany's had some chances here, 2 back-to-back 3rd downs, but unable to do anything with them.
1st and 10, New Hampshire at the UAlbany 42-yard line. 3 receivers, bottom of your screen left. And the snap and the handoff. Tomlinson running far side of the right, turns the corner, gets bumped out of bounds at the 36-yard line, but picks up some pretty good yardage on a 1st down run. And Paris Smiley, 29.
Thought he had a hit to make it a 4th and 1, right?
Yeah, I thought he.
Yeah. Certainly first angle, it looked like it.
It looked like it. It sure did. Tomlinson and Corcoran go far side of the right. 2nd down and 5 for New Hampshire at the UAlbany 37-yard line. Slot left, fakes the handoff. Morgan to throw, and it's incomplete. Good coverage by Wiggins as Corcoran the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. 5:03 though, all that remains here in the 4th quarter.
That is it. UAlbany really needs a stop now more than ever. Down 16, down 2 possessions. You've given up back-to-back 3rd downs. This could be it right here. Barring the unforeseen, and there's a turnover, of course, too.
3rd and 5 for New Hampshire. Tight end goes in motion. Morgan back to throw. Looks, and it's incomplete. But we're going to have pass interference on Kayvon Angry, who is in the game today. Let's see what this call is.
Yeah.
Pass interference. Defense number 14. Ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic, 1st down.
Pass interference on Angry. 1st down, New Hampshire.
That was a fairly obvious one, too. You know, Angry, I mean, he's got his hands all over the back, right? The Burke. Yeah, there is some contact. I think the officials got it right. Now New Hampshire can really try and ice this game out at the 23-yard line. Just run the ball.
2 receivers near side left. Morgan with the snap. Tomlinson going nowhere. Nice play by the Great Danes. And is that Giuliano?
Yeah.
Yep. Jack has played well. Penn transfer, starting defensive end, senior. 6'2", 263 on that defensive end spot. And a loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13 back at the 26. 2 receivers, now make it 3, come near side left. And Seth Morgan takes the snap in the gun, fakes the handoff, runs to his right, inside the 20 and tackled at about the 17-yard line. And a good run by the quarterback, Seth Morgan.
Yeah,
to bring up 3rd down.
Giuliano got faked out. He's in the backfield, right? He went with the ball carrier, didn't follow Morgan, the quarterback, who kept the football. Hence, he was able to run to the far sideline and get a few extra yards. Red zone trip for New Hampshire. Just been a really efficient day for them, huh? Defense and offense. They came to play here on the road.
They certainly did. It jumped out quickly, and their defense has been fantastic.
And remember, last year, New Hampshire was UAlbany's only conference loss in the CAA, too.
3rd and 5, Morgan, and that's to the 4-yard line or 3, and it's complete for a 1st and goal. Denzel Patrick on the tackle, but Logan Tomlinson with the reception to set up a 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
That's a heck of a play by Tomlinson, and a nice throw, too. Enough separation. You can see why he's the leading receiver, one of the best in the CAA conference.
First and goal, New Hampshire at the 3. 2:58 to go in the 4th, and they're trying to add on to a 24-8 lead. And the handoff. No, they faked the handoff. Throw it, touchdown. That's the tight end. That's Colby Ramshaw into the end zone for another Wildcats touchdown on the throw from Seth Morgan, and here it is again.
Little play action fake. Easy send the tight end who poses as a blocker, disguises himself well. Ramshaw open for an easy completion for a touchdown.
And that extends the New Hampshire lead to 30-8. And the extra point is on its way, and it is good. And now the lead goes to 31-8, and this game is officially over with 2:42 remaining.
Yeah, sending some of the fans packing, and again for UAlbany, it's one of those situations where the opponent jumps out to a fast start and a big lead, right?
And here's our CDTA rusher of the game, and it goes to JoJo Uga, the freshman, 6 carries, 33 yards. He's got a bright future here at the UAlbany program. And the young man runs hard. He's a downhill runner. He'll run you right over.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking tacklers. Good player from Hyde Park, Massachusetts. JoJo Uga, our CDTA rusher of the game. Unfortunately, as a whole, the UAlbany offense just has not been able to do much and certainly not run the ball today.
Yeah, you've had to come from behind in now back-to-back weeks. And New Hampshire laid it on you pretty good with the early lead and just been unable to come back.
Cooney with the return out over the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back tackle by Jackson Stone for the Wildcats. And then going into the week leading into Stony Brook, we'll have to see what the injury is to Miles Burkett, and whether or not he was able to return, or just Greg Gattuso decided to go with Trey Lindsay here for a spark.
Something to keep an eye on for sure, Raj, is with the Golden Apple game, Stony Brook looming large next week.
First down and 10 at the 26. 4 wide receiver set. And Lindsay takes the snap in the gun, throws left and overthrows the intended receiver, who was well covered anyway, and Jakari Carter. It's Caleb Mead defending. Second down and 10 for the 26.
At least good for Lindsay. You like to see him. You know, unfortunate that Burkett got hurt, but get him some reps.
I mean,
right?
Lindsay had a good summer.
Yeah, he did. And he can run the ball. He's quick.
There was a training camp battle.
Yeah, there was.
That Miles Burkett ended up winning, but I don't think it was a landslide. I think that Lindsay did a nice job. And a nice throw there that Carter can't come up with out near midfield. And now we got more penalty flags going on at the 20-yard line. We'll see what this is all about. An injured New Hampshire player is down.
We have offsetting fouls on the play. After the play, number 60, personal foul on the offense, personal foul number 0 on the defense. Those penalties offset.
Yeah. Silver.
It's going to be third down.
That's Ruiz and Duggery with the offsetting penalties, and that is Silver, the injured player for New Hampshire, walking off the field gingerly but under his own power. And you, certainly if you're UNH, you need him to be okay. And I think he will. Looks like he will be. But I don't even think you need to put him back in the game, even if he's eligible, right? Even if he's okay, you just leave him go.
A lot of animosity right now.
2:24 to go. And there's a penalty, another penalty here against Noah Stanbury.
Yeah, it was a 15-yard penalty of that. Stanbury's been involved in a lot of extracurricular
So you had
activities.
offsetting between Duggery and Ruiz, and now you got Stanbury with a personal foul. Okay, and that moves it 15 yards, and UAlbany has it first and 10 at their own 41 with 2:24 to go. And the snap. And Lindsay looking to throw over the middle, and he hits his receiver. And that's Carter to the 37-yard line and a first down. Carter open over the middle. Lindsay put it right where it needed to be. Stansbury with the tackle, and they'll move the sticks for the Great Danes with 2 minutes to play here in this game. Lindsay right back to throw, has time over the middle. Marquise Dietz with the reception to the 32 and a gain of 7.
That'll be the 2-minute warning.
And that takes us up to the 2-minute break here at KC Stadium. 1:54 to go, and New Hampshire on its way to a win here on the road. They're up 31-8 in the fourth on Flow Sports.
get yourself to class. You show up for meetings, at home and at work. Your flex is making time for yourself and your community, no matter what. Soon, CDTA will introduce its biggest flex yet, with added mobility options that let you bike, scoot, and share. Wherever you go, however you choose to get there, you can count on CDTA. We're here to keep you safe and the region moving forward.
At the University of New Hampshire, we live every day on the edge of a new possibility. We see beyond obstacles, we embrace challenges, and discover new ways forward. We do some of the world's most ambitious research. We're keepers of a spirited community built on collaboration and inspiration. Our goal isn't to make headlines, it's to make change. Join us here at UNH, the state's flagship research university.
And our player of the game today, Trey Lindsay, came in for Miles Burkett. He is our Broadview Federal Credit Union player of the game, and 49 yards on the ground, 7 of 18 through the air. He scored the game's only touchdown. Nice throw there to Carter. And then here's the quarterback keeper from a yard out. And into the end zone for a Trey Lindsay UAlbany touchdown, and they went for 2, and that's what they have, 8 points. And on 2nd and 5, going to throw it to the air again. Birdie, the intended receiver, looked like he may have been held up a little bit, but there's no flag. And it is now 3rd down. 1:50 to go. Great Danes will try and regroup, going to Stony Brook, and you mentioned the Apple game, right?
Yeah.
And Stony Brook just a lot improved.
Yeah, they have.
This year, they're having a good season.
Tremendous turnaround.
They're near the top of those standings in the CAA conference.
Seawolves are no joke this year.
3rd and 5 for the Great Danes at the New Hampshire 32. And Lindsay throws far side of the field and throws complete to Dietz, who then spins away from one defender and has a 1st down to the 24-yard line of the Wildcats, and they'll move the sticks. 1:40 to go in this football game. 3 receivers, bottom of your screen to the right. And Lindsay back to throw, dancing in the pocket, now rolls out to his right. Still with the football, and now runs to about the 15 where he steps out of bounds, or maybe the 10. Maybe even further than that. He got all the way down to the 7 before they said he stepped out. So a nice run by Lindsay. You're seeing why he is our Broadview Federal Credit Union player of the game
He's
today.
done it all with his legs, with his arm, right?
And back in that Reimer red zone.
The 7-yard line will be 1st and goal.
And it's 1st and goal for UAlbany with 1:24 remaining. Faisal Aiden in the backfield. Lindsay going to throw it, or try to, rolls out to his right, keeps the ball, now throws it, and it's a touchdown. No, they say drop the ball. I thought he was in the end zone.
New Hampshire was calling for an illegal pass that he ran past the line of scrimmage.
Faisal Aiden was who Trey Lindsay threw the football to at the last minute.
Yeah.
And he was open. But here's the replay. See, to me, he's in the end zone.
Yeah, takes the step, right? Football move, you always hear. Looks like he's got enough steps to get in. I don't know. That's
so there's
close.
the catch.
Yeah.
And he's got 1 foot in the end zone. That's a touchdown.
I would think that's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
I think what New Hampshire was complaining about first is, did Lindsay throw it when he was past the line of scrimmage?
But there was no flag on that.
No, there wasn't. But
so they were just going by that. It looked like a touchdown. But not that it matters, really. It's 31-8.
True. More for pride than anything else.
2nd and goal from the 7. And now maybe they are going to look at this. I mean, it's a touchdown, okay? If you look at the replay,
I agree.
This is a touchdown. It's not that hard. Go to the monitor and look at it. It's a touchdown.
Yeah.
It'd take you about 5 seconds to look at this and see that Faisal Aiden had 1 foot in the end zone before the ball came loose. But they'll spend 10 minutes to look at this and figure this out. Sometimes it's frustrating to watch how we officiate some of these games.
You should get down
and
there
it's
and
no
throw
knock
on
the
white
officials because
cap, right?
overall they do a really good job.
Yeah, this has
Let
been a
me be
clean
clear.
game and
But
very well officiated.
this was a touchdown.
It should be. Sure should be.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. If you see the replay again, perhaps you will agree. There's Lindsey. There it is. Right there. Boom.
I think
ball
that's
pops
enough.
straight.
Yeah,
Touchdown.
it's knocked out from behind by Sean Webb, but I think there's just not.
Here it is. Boom. Touchdown.
Yeah.
That's exactly our producer saying.
Yeah,
he's
you
got
just
to
have
cross
to-
the
yeah,
plane,
that's
and
it.
he's across the plane.
Yeah, the ball has to cross the white, and then it did. How about Lindsey, though?
Really a heads-up play by Trey Lindsey.
Yeah,
to be honest
making
with you.
guys
That's a
miss.
touchdown.
He's been very elusive. Yeah.
I promise I won't say it again. I'll let the official tell you it's touchdown.
You sure you don't want to say it again?
Although I guess he's not all that sure.
No. You want to say it again?
No, I'm not going to say it again. Because if I say it again, I'm going to be wrong.
Yeah,
if I say it again.
this is a whole lengthy review.
All right. Boom. Boom.
Yep.
Touchdown.
Yep.
After further review, the ruling on the field has been changed to a touchdown.
Thank you.
Please reset the game clock to 116.
Incredible by
if they
you.
could actually hear me down the field, I would have saved them all the agony of looking
Would've
at
saved
that
them the
for
stress.
5 minutes, you know?
Seriously.
Again, it still makes the score 31-14, but hey, if you're Greg Gattuso, you know what? We want some points on the board, and that was a touchdown.
Yeah, make this a little more respectable.
Take a look.
Go onside kick after this, right? Never know.
Point after conversion by John Opalco is no good. The extra point is missed. And it's 31
Oh man,
to 14.
And that hurts you too, because any the slimmest of slim chances of coming back. It's now not a 2-possession game.
1:16 remaining. And the extra point was missed by John Opalco. And there is a penalty flag now.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, 77 on the Albany, 15 yards on the kickoff.
That's on Nolan Latulip. And that will be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah.
With 1:16 to go, so obviously UAlbany will try an onside kick here. And UNH will, if they recover, will kneel it down and go into victory formation and improve to 5-4. New Hampshire will go to 5-4 overall. They'll go to 3-2 in the conference. UAlbany's going to drop to 1-4 in the CAA, and they'll drop to 3-6 overall. Is that Josiah Silver?
Owen Lawson going to.
This will be an onside kick attempt from Owen Lawson. And it's recovered by UNH at the 28-yard line of UAlbany, and that will officially do it. Once they snap the football here with 1:16 to go, maybe they'll take 2 snaps. But the victory by UNH, they played very well today, got out to a 14-point lead very quickly, and UAlbany just had no answers for the UNH defense.
No, they did not. Credit UNH. They did a tremendous job in coming out here out of the gate on the road, make a statement early. 86-yard touchdown pass completion from Seth Morgan to Caleb Burke. Morgan's had a great game through the air, 13 to 20, 208, 3 TDs.
And Burke under center will take a knee. And New Hampshire gets out of here with a big road win because it is getting late in the CAA. And, of course, UAlbany, co-champions of this conference a year ago, had that banner season, went all the way to the Final Four last year for head coach Greg Gattuso. And, you know, unfortunately, this year it becomes very difficult when you lose pretty much your entire defense from last season.
Yeah, it does. Tons of turnover with the portal. Everybody knows that, right? And one more knee will do it.
Yep. Job, Jonathan Fry, helping us up here today.
Our statistician himself.
And the snap is made, and the kneel down, and the final 28 seconds will click off the game clock here as Coach Santos comes over and shake hands with head coach Greg Gattuso. And that will put this in the books as we take a look at some final stats here. Lindsay ended up rushing for 66 yards.
Yeah, he did.
There you go, 31-14 rushing. Actually, the rushing is pretty even. Passing yards, 208 to 164. UAlbany had more first downs than UNH.
Yeah.
UNH had 85 yards in total penalties. Time of possession relatively even.
But again, big plays.
But big plays, turnovers, and a dominating performance by the UNH defense, and Josiah Silver is the real deal.
Yes, he is.
All righty. We'll do this again soon. Thanks to our entire crew, and for Michael Johnson Jr. and Jonathan Fry, I'm Roger Weiland. So long from Bob Ford Field at Tom and Mary Casey Stadium on the campus of the University at Albany, where the final score is New Hampshire 31 and UAlbany 14. This has been a presentation of Flow Sports.